Good num num morning. We're back. Today starting the next of the GBA-vania. Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. I'm not gonna lie, I do have problems with this game compared to Circle of the Moon. I do think in some ways it is inferior to Circle. However, it also has a lot of charms and unique traits about it that makes it enjoyable in its own way, and I hope to showcase that. I did do a little bit of practicing off screen, so there are a couple things I want to show. There's also a glitch I want to show near the opening of the game. No, so we'll continue the adventures of Uta, like we did with Circle. However, we've got a prologue for this one. 50 years have passed since Simon Belmont vanquished the curse of Dracula. Fate has dictated that Juste Belmont, blood descendant of the Belmont family, hunts for the relics of Dracula. One day, Juste's best friend, Maxim, who had set out on a training expedition 2 years earlier, returned unexpectedly, his body covered with wounds. He informs Juste that Lyde, a childhood friend whom they both deeply care about, has been kidnapped. Maxim has completely lost his memory of his time training away from home, and only has vague images of the kidnapping. Ignoring his bodily injuries, Maxim leads Juste to the place where he believes Lyde to be being held captive. Passing through thick fog, the two men happen upon a castle undocumented on any map. Could this be the fabled Dracula's castle? Standing solemnly in the night, this foreboding castle welcomes its unexpected guests as the moonlight shines upon it. Yeah, you can tell that unlike Circle, it is made by the main team because it has the scrolling prologue. Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. And yes, 90% of this soundtrack is 8-bit. There's a reason for that, unfortunately. It's because they actually sacrificed part of the sound chip to put into the graphics chip. So for a GBA game, this game does have a lot of quality, visual quality to it that a lot of other GBA games just don't. It's just, like I said, on the other side of it, unfortunately the sound chip was sacrificed. So outside of very specific moments like the title screen and credits theme, most of the soundtrack is 8-bit because it has to, give up part of its music to make the graphics better. Anyway, so you truly believe that Lyde was brought to this castle? My memory fails me, but this seems to be the place. Don't you believe me? I know better than anyone that you are not the type to lie. Just, Are you alright? I'm fine. It's Lyde you should be concerned about, not me. Go on ahead, I'll be right behind you. You have my word. Okay then, I'll see you inside. Right. Firstly, I'll start with at least for me, the negative. Juste's air control, it doesn't feel as fluent. Also, I'm literally on a thunder point. It's like a point here in the camera where the thunder always strikes. His jump isn't as good as Nathan's in Circle of the Moon. But he can do the spangly whip, and you can do it however way you want. Unlike in Circle, where in Circle he kind of auto-did this when you held the button. But that's not the main reason why Juste is so fun to play, as much as I just criticised the jump. The main reason is to do with his backdash, or his dash in general. I was joking to an extent when I said that he has the best dash in the series and it makes him so fun, but he kind of, actually does. It's insane how much mobility you can get out of his dashes alone. It's literally just both the shoulder buttons. And I'm going to warn you now, we're going to be moving more with the dash than we are the run, because it's kind of absurd what you can do with it. As we jump over this enemy that's now immediately about to come alive. We can't fight this guy, so you just got to run. Or just spam the dash button. There's a path up there, but we can't get there just yet. We need to come back way later for that. But you can already hear what I mean with the music. The melody's great. It's just, it's 8-bit. It doesn't have the extra instruments and pieces that Circle soundtrack did, because they sacrificed the soundtrack to an extent. Let's go in and get to the entrance. This game's going to showcase some of its graphical enhancements as much as it can. It does it a lot. Like, you know, having a shadow effect on this enemy here. And the fact that you can break certain things in the scenery, which is part of, like, one of the big things about this game. There's going to be several points throughout it where we are going to, like, shatter the scenery. And you see, there are paths above us, but the game expects you to kind of continue on and then realise what's ahead. So I got to get a feel for the controls again. Sure, gimme. As per usual, hearts are your ammo for sub-weapons. Holding up and then pressing the attack button, you'll use it. But unlike other Vanias that have, you know, the heart ammo system, you're not going to find yourself not using it that much. Also, down here's another path, but we can't actually get anything out of this other than a life max up, so get it. Because we can't break this yet. I do like the music though. It has, like, even with like the audio quality issues because of what they did with it, I still really like the music for this game for the most part. Some tracks fared better than others. Like, there are a couple tracks in this game that I will admit I straight up don't like. But over here is the Shrine of the Apostates, and you can see there's something over there and there's a wall blocking it. Time to show off, like, my favorite glitch, because that item allows you to ground dash. You know, when you hold down and press jump and you slide across the ground. If you go through a door, it's kind of difficult to do it, but I'll try and do it. You have to go through the door, hold back, and spam the shit out of dodge. You can oh, come on, I managed to do it yesterday. Damn it. Did I get it? No. Because you can buffer an input into the door animation, and that's what I'm trying to do. You have to basically have this, the R button, register, and like on the same frame you go through the door. No. I feel like I got it first time when I was practicing yesterday. Of course I'm not going to get it again. But if you do it, you'll dash back through the door, and a Juste position will reset just behind on the other side of this, so you can get it immediately. I'm going to try another couple times because I'd like to get it just because it's less hassle. Two more tries and then I'll give it up. So I got it yesterday when I was practicing on the first try, and so of course I'm not going to get it at all on this one. Oh, I got a buffered jump there, you saw that. Screw it. But anyway, you can do it. It's one of the many tricks of this game. But it's like you can basically, if you buffer in the input before this door closes, you can Juste will dash right back through it, and it will reset Juste position much further out. So I'll get one more good go. Come on. And it's annoying because I got it first try. I wasn't even really trying to. I just kind of went, oh, isn't that the thing where you do this? And I just hit it. Oh, nearly had it. I buffered the jump instead of the dash. You see, that's actually, you saw it there. I just that buffered the dash. I need that. I need that button throughout the other door. So I am doing it, just not right. Like, I buffered a jump through that door, and I buffered a dash through the other door. There we go, got it. And then you can get this much earlier than you're supposed to, which allows you to ground dash. Don't want to go back for that boss door, we will get destroyed. Because there's a certain part of the game that you can't get through without doing it. There we go. If you're playing on the GBA version, it will tell you what what's available in the area, because there are collectibles in this game. There's furniture, which is the collectible of the game. I'm not going to use this the dash to progress, but that is your sequence break glitch that you can get it so early. But I'm not going to do the sequence break with it. We are going to go explore the other locations as intended, and then once we get back around to that room, then I'll go use it. So we're going to pretend that we don't when plot asks for it. But it does just make some of the earlier game easier. I am actually going to take the fist with me. Other than the fact that it does that, which is kind of crazy. Oh, what's the soul orb? Oh, okay, numbers. So it's like Symphony. So it actually tells us how much damage we're doing and receiving when we hit enemies. But the reason why I want the fist was there's another sequence break that you can do. I only know some of the early game sequence breaks. I'm not going to like break this game wide open. I just know about that glitch to get the item earlier, and I know about how to get Vlad's ring super early. But we need the blue spell book for the Vlad ring. So that's why we're going to keep the fist on us just for a little bit. Thank you. So it's just so nice to be able to get this straight away. The fact that they make it so you have to go through like 3 areas to get it normally is so insufferable because I love this skill. But no, usually you have to do it that way. So being able to just get it like right out the door like that, if you know that trick, is amazing. As in, people are more consistent with it than I am. That's obviously, that took me a few to get it, but I eventually got it. Ow. And I love the visual effects when you jump or dash with Juste, where it leaves the after image with him. Depending on what armors and capes and what you get later on, that after image will change color, similar to how Alucard's cape changed color depending on what armor you had on. And here's your save room. You can tell that they are trying to be a lot more like Symphony with this, because they have the same icon. I'm trying not to dash too much so you can actually enjoy like the actual normal animation, but there is going to reach a point where it's going to become more beneficial to just do this everywhere. Just do this everywhere. Oh no, let's go this way first. Oh, heart upgrade, I'll take it. Just like with Symphony and Circle, it's the same 3 upgrades. It's either a health upgrade you're getting, magic, or hearts. After this, though, when we get to Aria, they do change it. Also, this is the beauty of the dash kicking in, where you can be really, 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 really cheekily aggressive with the dash. Okay, this is the limit of our progress for now. We need to be able to jump up and over. But there is actually a... On the other side of this, it's mostly just a warp room. But it's still, you know, something worth mentioning. Ow. You're going to see me run into enemies' faces a lot as well in this game. Just because of how much I spam the dash. I'm going to absolutely facepalm enemies. Which is why you need to kind of get into a habit of... It's why I recommend trying to get the dash as soon as possible. As you go into the marble corridor. There wasn't anything else back there really of wary off. No, because we can't... Okay, yeah. This is where we need to go. We are close-ish to the blue magic book. If you know what I'm talking about, throughout the game there are several magic books. Hey, Sans.
Halt! The color of your soul. You must be a Belmont. That is correct. This overwhelming power. Death? Indeed. Which means this is, in fact, Dracula's castle. That might be true, though the power that is here is not my lord's. What do you mean? I must go now. We shall meet again, son of Belmont.
Ah, he got away. Hey, Sans, hope you're doing alright. Welcome back to Morvania. If you just joined us, yeah, I got this early, because you can glitch through the door. I'm not going to use it to progress. I'm not going to use it for the sequence break. I am going to go around naturally. It's just, I like to have this as soon as possible, so the fact that you can clip through the wall to get it immediately, I was like, I did that. Just so I don't have to worry about not having it, since I love having it so much. And I'm trying to get a hold of the blue book, as it gives us the first map. Because whilst I've got the fist, I can get an item from one of Dracula's items early. Just for the early boost. Because you're not supposed to get it until you have the double jump, I believe. But you can... And is the ice book over here? I think it's over here. Oh, we have to go get this first. And unlike Circle, you could just push the box immediately. You don't have to get an upgrade to push boxes. That's a welcome change. So even though there are things I really prefer with Circle over this, there is a lot a lot of quality of life and little things I really like with this game as well. Juice's God tier dash as being one of them. I wish this became the standard dash for the series, but unfortunately, I think it always personally bugged Ego to an extent that no one ever actually sees the running animation. Everyone just spams dodges, because it feels like after this game the dodge just gets nerfed and nerfed and nerfed, just to make it so it travels you less distance while still being effective for combat. There's the ice book. Okay. Press both shoulder buttons, you can swap between your magic books. Which allows us to do this. Which completely went through that enemy, that's kind of hilarious. Alright, let me get out of here before you beat me up. But I want that because there's a Dracula item, because you can use this to cover more air distance. So you can use it to get items that you'd usually need to double jump for if it's a long base skip. To be fair, the walking animations are pretty good looking. Oh, absolutely. I mean, have you seen? I say have you seen? Of course you have. Symphony of the Night's walking animations like the silkiest, smoothest thing on pixel art. It's still smoother than some modern pixel arts. It's insane what they got out of it. Is it over here? I know it's in this area. I can't remember exactly where it's been. It's been a while since I played Harmony of Dissonance. But this is like the only two skips I remember. The skip to get this early and the skip to get the Vlad item early. And I can't even remember where the Vlad item is off the top of my head. Oh, no. I want to keep the fist just because for the skip for a minute. Up, maybe? I think there's a save room to our left. Yes. And I don't mind it when we get to, say, like, Aria, because Aria has so many other ways of moving around and so many other, like, tools at the game's disposal. So we can go under here and skip to the fourth zone. But I'm not going to do that. Yeah, for real, Symphony Night SM. Yeah. Yeah, it's got very, like, KOF 13 before KOF 13 levels of sprite animation. Ooh, leather gloves. And I've mentioned it before, and I don't want to come across too harsh to it because it's just how the game handles itself. But, as I have said before, the franchise has a habit of overcorrecting itself. What's the red stone for? I can't remember. When it comes to criticisms. And one of the things that this game was criticized for back at the time, or one of the games that, Circle was criticized for was being too hard. So, just like how Symphony was criticized for being too easy, so they made Circle much harder, Circle was criticized for being too hard, so they made this game much easier. It's still challenging in places, but once you get your groove on in this game, you get your groove on probably a lot more severe than any other Metroidvania. I feel like once you figure out what you want to do and how to handle yourself in this, there's really nothing stopping you. Oh, this is giant bat, isn't it? Yeah. I forgot giant bat was here already. I thought he was a little later on. I thought he was in the cemetery-esque area. Actually, let me just do this. Probably be easier to use sub-weapons. Just turn the magic off for a sec and just... He goes, because of course, there's one thing Castlevania's known for in the eager years, is how many JoJo references they squeezed in here, there, and everywhere. I'll say it's not necessarily just JoJo that did the Aura thing, but it's JoJo's the most, like, infamous. Oh, fine, I'll swap back to ice magic then. I have no idea how much health this guy has. I think he's close. As you can you see the night and day difference between this and Circle? That in this guy, I was just kind of bullying him, and he'd like, even though he hit us a bunch, he barely did any of our health. Like, it's kind of absurd how much more powerful I am in this game compared to Circle. You feel like a god in this game sometimes. Alright, what does this link back round to? Oh, so I just came from the other side. Got it. Yeah, because this links back round to here. So I need to go back right. Because I know below us is the cemetery-esque area, but I want to... I can't remember what it's called. I always call it the cemetery, but I think it's something else. But I want to get to that Vlad item, which I think is next room and then top right. Yeah, this looks familiar to me. Okay, I think we are close to it. I think we need to just get up top. I need to be slightly higher. Ah, okay, screw it. I'll come back. I don't want to waste all my magic when I need it for this. To get this early. That's the other sequence break I know. If you want to call it a sequence break. It's just you can get the luck boost super goddamn early. Instead of having to go all the way around and come back for it later on, you can just get it right there if you have Ice Book and Fists. But you don't have to wait for double jump, you can just go get it. And we don't have enough magic to try that again. It's why I left, because I didn't want to leave myself with no magic to actually try the sequence. Right, what's over here? But that's kind of it for like the sequence breaks as I really remember and know how to do. Because it's been a while since I've done it, and I just remember the early game stuff because I like getting this early, and that's it. Oh, okay, you're a threat. Does that drop? Yes. Oh, bitch! Oh, go. Okay, hang on a minute. Oh, I just got overconfident. I haven't saved in a while. I don't think you're supposed to fight this guy properly yet, to be fair. I think you're expected to come around later. And just because I think this game's easier doesn't mean you have you can take the piss, which is what I was doing. Oh, okay. How did I not take damage that one time? You said the sword went into me for a second before it registered it. But you see, like, if you can kill him, you get like a free level up out of it. But I don't think it's... Oh, and their life max. I'm not going to rewind deaths that often, like I did with Circle. It's just because that was a really dumb death. You know? That I was just kind of like, no, come on. And we haven't saved in a while. Well, I'm hoping with the early luck boost, it will result in us getting some better items as we go on. Because there are some pretty good drops that some enemies can give you. It's just, you know, you have to get... The good old luck has to kick in and work in your favour, and the moment there's luck involved, you know it's not gonna. But look at this fucking dash, you know, like... I wish more Vanias had this dash. I wish it was more than just this one that had this dash. Ooh. What's Fairy Journal? Name of enemies, okay. Dash is so damn smooth. Right? Like, it's so insane. And the fact that you can cancel the dash into anything, so you can do this, is absurd. But you don't actually start the game with this. You have to go. You have to. What you're supposed to do is see this like that faded out area we're heading to. You're supposed to do all of that and circle around, but you can glitch through the wall at the end of the area by buffering an input of a right dash through one of these doors and then going through it. When Juste comes up the other side, he'll come up much further to it, or the Wailing Way. Like, it's kind of hard to do, but you can. I'm not going to try and do it again. It's been like 20 attempts, but you can buffer an input so you'll zip out the door and Juste will start like here distance from the door. And because the wall that's supposed to be blocking you is like here-ish, you'll be on the other side of it, so you can just get the item. And because there's a switch that then removes the wall, you can then just go back round. That's some of the Wailing Way. Which, right off the bat, and it's probably a good thing that it's an early area that I think of this. I think this is probably the weakest area of the game. I just don't find this area interesting at all. And it's probably a good thing that the area that I think is weak, or the weakest, is super early on, because it means it can only really go up from here. Because there are some fun locations later on. I just don't find this location memorable at all. And unlike Circle, there's a goddamn shop in this game, and potions are more plentiful. Oh yeah, what's some blue... Okay, this is the attack of ice. My favorite combination is red magic axe. I say that all the red magics are kind of absurd. All the red magics are kind of like group effects. Oh, and you can land on these guys if you want to just be cheeky. It will take forever to kill them, but you can absolutely be cheeky like that. Okay, this is all going to lead to a dead end, so I don't mind just checking out over here anyway. And I love the after image effect that Juste has in this game. I've said it before, but I adore it. It's the little things, you know. It just makes the character feel a bit more powerful, a bit more like effective at what he does. Considering he's the son of Simon goddamn Belmont, you know, the iconic one. Can we make it up there? I feel like if we damage pushed it, we might be able to, but like if we got hit like here-ish and bounced back. Yeah, 'cause that doesn't reset jump. Oh well. That's the edge of our exploration for this part. You can't get that either. Oh, actually, what's below us quickly? If anything, nothing. Okay. Okay, don't do that. Bad idea. And unlike in Circle, the potion's actually helpful. Look, that was a full heal for a basic potion. Like, this game actually cares about you. This game actually wants you to succeed eventually. I can see why they did nerf the dash over this though, because you could see there, I mean, like, I could just kind of dash in and out at the tap of a button, and the power of the dash continues all the way through, even to the final boss. The true final boss of this game, you can rinse by not actually touching the control stick whatsoever. You just tap L and R every now and then to dodge the attacks. It's kind of absurd. Ooh. The monster tome. What's this do? Oh, okay. This allows you to see the encyclopedia. Got it. So you can actually see what enemies you fought. It will only tell you what they drop if you've got it dropped once. So that you can see some of these items, there's question marks on them. Like, the skeleton has 2 item drops it could drop. The boss giant bat has nothing it can drop. Honestly, Simon is so iconic, but they totally ruined his design in Judge. Yeah, it's because they based it on the weird artwork. I'll say weird. It's just something. There was an artwork they did in the early 2000s for Simon that was based around the 3D reimagining of the original Vania. I'll say 3D. It was a 2.5D reimagining, and every single Simon design thereafter was based on it, for better or worse. Like, even though he has his 8-bit sprite, and he's clearly blonde in the sprite, in Harmony of Despair, the online one, his artwork is the redhead version. Because they just said they made the artwork the basis for his design thereafter. Which is a shame, and I'm glad that, even if Konami weren't prepared to rectify it, not Nintendo, because they're just a publisher, the guys who made Smash rectified it by giving Simon his iconic design. What's up there? Ooh, a life up. Drumstick. How much does the drumstick heal? Can I check? Oh, it just says some. Okay, I guess I'll have it. Probably better than the potion, knowing how these games work, but... Oh, these guys suck. These guys are the dash testers, because they have a lot of range on them. And we can't open these doors yet because we need a particular key. Yep. So we just need to go down and around, fight the boss, and then get what would be this dash. But for me, it's literally just, I don't like the fact that I have to go through 3 whole areas without having the ground dash, without having the slide. So the fact that you can just glitch through the wall and get it early, I was always going to do it. Because it's just so helpful for environmental exploration. Bandai, yeah. We do need to keep a hold of Juste Belmont's bracelet, because the bracelet is tied to the good ending of the game. There's 3 endings in this game. There's... because there's 2 castles, like with Symphony. It's finish the game in the normal castle, there's finish the game in the evil castle, or the alternate castle, and then it's finish the game in the alternate castle whilst wearing both the Belmont bracelet and another bracelet we'll be getting later on. I don't know why I'm checking for breakable walls when I know there's like barely any in this game compared to other Vanias. Like, there's only like 1 real fake wall in this game. Yeah, I'll stop and try the Bible out. The good book. Oh, I'll take a potion. Because you can see like on the right, on the end of the screen, it says I already have the item that's here, because it's this. We have circled around for it. Which way do I even want to go? I'll go left just to clean up the boss and whatnot, and then we'll go back around and right before we head back up to get the other item. So when you have to double backdash to avoid those attacks because of their range, you have to understand that you can double backdash, that you can cancel dashes into dashes, you know, because that sounds like a sane thing to do. Never hurts to check, yeah. Because I wish I remembered more about this game, because there are things I really did enjoy about it on my first run. It's just I haven't played it too much since then over the years, you know? Like, if I'm going back to a GBA Vania... Well, so I don't really go back to Circle that much anymore either. I usually go straight to Aria. I think this just circles. Oh, this does spiral up, got it. Oh, let's try what the Bible does. Okay, the Bible's this fucking OP shit, got it. If it's on the ground and it's in any range around you, they will take the damage. Absolutely rinses a boss fight later on. There's a boss way later on that's weak to ice as well, and they stay on the ground, so you can just rinse some of it. Can I reach that? No, I just need a little higher jump. Oh, the cross. What's this do? Oh my god. It just fucking guns them down. Oh, and it stays with you. Ooh. I'll keep the book for now. Oh, hello, Maxim. Maxim!
Are you alright?
Oh, Juste, is that you? Glad you're alright.
What's wrong with you? Standing around in a daze leaves you vulnerable.
I think I have been in this castle before.
What did you say?
I can't clearly recall, but I think I've been here before.
Your memory is coming back to you?
It seems so. I've been feeling strange since coming to the castle. If we continue a little further, perhaps I may be able to recall something.
Come on, let's go together, Maxim.
No, if we're going to find light, we must separate. We'll cover more ground.
Yes, you're right.
Be careful, Juste.
Watch your back too, Maxim.
Now I'll take the good book for the boss. Oh yeah, this is the boss that I was talking about that you can absolutely rinse with the good book. Because it gives you iframes as well. Whoops, dash straight back into the sword. Whoops, dash too strong. There we go. Good! Yeah, cause if it says good if you kill the boss within a set amount of time. But yeah, you'd get this here, and then you press this button and this wall drops, because it's encouraging you to go back through where you were, to circle back around up to the top. It's encouraging you to make the loop. But you can literally just click through this door and Juste will start here if you click through it. So you can just press the switch, make the wall that's directly above us raise already and get this early. And just completely skip this entire section if you want to. Yeah, sure, I'll take holy water with me for a bit. Oh, the holy water was the lock-on. No, the lock-on ice shards. That's actually kind of bad. If I get the cross again, I'll keep a hold of that. And here's just pre-boss save room that I didn't even use. There is a fake ceiling in this game though. It's in a save room. It's in the underground area. There's like an area really low in the map. And there's a whole bunch of secrets directly above you if you go check it. Okay, yeah, I do want to go this way, clear out this space. Oh no, I need to drop first and then go. Don't try and run away from me when I've got this gob tier fucking dash. I used the shoulder buttons to move more than I actually used the fucking, you know, the stick. Yeah. Just look at this. Why do you need to use anything else? It's genuinely my favorite thing in this game is the movement that you can get out of the characters. When we do, when you beat the game and you unlock Maxim mode, Maxim's got a crap ton of movement options as well for a side character. Like, it's kind of absurd what you can get out of Maxim. Maxim's like the most fun thing about this game is Maxim mode. That motherfucker can straight up space jump, and I mean, as in like full-on Metroid space jump. Like, it even does the little spin and everything, like you're screw attacking. Yep. What's this? Energy circle? Holding the attack button down will cause the user the whip to auto swing. So if I just hold square, yeah, he'll do it automatically, so you don't have to do it manually. So, you know, useless. Give me the redstone. Because you can just do that yourself if you just spin the stick around, and you can do it quicker. I think all of the big guys are one of a kind, like they technically count as mini-bosses. So the one by that door that was up ahead, that was up top, should be gone as well. No, I'll do what the game encourages. I'll just circle around, go back through the first area proper again. Because there's a couple spaces we can check out as well. See, because magic, you know, only spends on the magic bar and not the hearts, I feel more inclined to just use it whenever I feel like, just because you might as well, you know? It gives you iframes to use it. Bro, what's the point of the energy circle? I imagine because it was originally on a Game Boy Advance, maybe the D-pad was too awkward for some people, so the devs thought, let's chuck that in just in case it is too awkward. But even then, you already have fire tip, you know? You already have the redstone. You already make it so your whip has fire damage on it. Why the hell? Like, if they gave you the energy circle like it's the very first thing, then maybe you chuck it on just for, like, the sake of it. But after that, it's worthless because, you know, you're gonna have fire stick on. Not everything in this game is made equal, unfortunately. There are some things in this game that's like, you can be like, okay, you can tell they were still experimenting with a few ideas here and there, you know, before they got more confident and more assured of themselves of what they wanted to do with Aria. Oh, that's just to skip back around. You can drop through there instead of having to go all the way around like this. I will love to hit this save point again, just get the health refill. And because saving's super quick in this game, so you might as well. There's another thing I appreciate. The saving is much quicker than it is in Circle. Not to say that Circle was slow with it, but this game you literally just press it, go, and then you're on your way. Blah, 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 on your way. So not the first up, the second. Because we can't get down here still because we don't have the charge up whip. There are certain walls that you can break if you charge up your whip, but you need the ability to be able to charge it up in the first place. Oh, I still went the wrong way. I openly said the second hole, not the first, and I just went up the first anyway. You need to go up this one over here. Speedrunner I am not. That being said, I've been talking about Aria here and there. I have decided when it gets to Aria, I'm going to do a fresh save hard mode run for that game, just to spice it up a bit more, since if I did it on normal in the nicest possible way, I would breeze through it. Because I know what I'm doing. And there's good rewards to play the game on hard, because there's unique weapons that's only available on hard mode. And Aria Sorrow has a soul system. Souls as a balanced trade-off for the game being much harder. Souls drop far more regularly. So we'll be able to get more variety in magic and skills on that run to show off different things. It's just we have to put up with the fact that the game will kick our ass a lot harder. I need to keep going up, okay. And I could have done this game on hard mode too, but I decided against it. I don't understand. I'm not as in tune with this game as some of the others, and I wouldn't want to go through hard mode just to get rinsed by everything kind of thing. So I don't know how much harder hard mode is and what they change and whatnot. Especially after just doing Circle, the last thing I want to do is go back and get my ass rinsed by another Vania. Because that can wait until when, assuming they ever happen, the DS collection happens, because Portrait of Ruin will rip my head off. Which is funny, because I don't even think Portrait of Ruin's that hard. It's difficult, but it's not the hardest thing in the world. It's just that there are certain points, especially in the late game, where it's like, it will take any opportunity it can to rip your head off. The Room of Illusion. Oh, I know where this space is. I know where this place is, the Room of Illusion. Oh man, this bandana sucks. Okay, never mind. I guess you could have got it earlier than what we got everything else, but still. This is like the spooky visual effect room. Yeah, this. And that's plot. Okay, yeah, that's plot, so we need to go elsewhere. What they do a de-escalation? The advanced collection did pretty well. It did insanely well. It was like top of the charts on Switch when it came out for like the opening month. It did insanely well. It's just whether they M2 can figure out how to handle the touchscreen stuff, which, from what I've heard, because I asked around the community at the time how plausible DS Collection actually was, and a lot of people brought attention to the fact that all the emulated versions of the DS games do the touchscreen shenanigans automatically on like a robotic system. So they said they could just do that, so you can still enjoy the game and not have to worry about it. Or alternatively, they can just, you know, do what Okami did on consoles and like dedicate it to a button that turns into like a draw mode. Because the only thing, like, it's only really in Dawn, where Dawn has certain doors that have to be opened by drawing on them. Whilst Portrait and Order, although there are certain commands and systems that can be used for the touchscreens, they can easily be hotkeyed to a button where there's more buttons at their disposal. And other than that, they have the map on there, but the map they can easily just put on the select button. So it's theoretically very possible for them to do DS Collection, and I really hope so. Ooh, the Red Book and the Summer Clothes, which boosts your intelligence but lowers your defense. It boosts your int by 5, so yeah, I'll change to that. Oh, how do you change? Okay, you hold up and then press a shoulder button. If you hold down and press both the shoulder buttons, you turn them on. But if you hold up, you can do that. The Firebook is where all the crazy shit is, if I'm honest. So if we get the axe, the fire axe became my go-to like magic in my entire original playthrough because it homes in. But that's everything we can do right now. So let's move on to plot. I also hope they do a PS2 duology and put Lament of Innocence and Curse of Darkness together. So I think they're another pair of extremely underrated Vanias. All the late era Vanias before the reboot I find underrated. And I get it. Part of the reason why after Aria, the series' identity kept on changing, like for like every game there was a big-ish difference, is because the franchise in terms of sales was getting continuous diminishing returns. So Konami felt that something needed to change for it to continue to be successful, for it to continue to find success. And so encouraged Iga and the team to experiment with different ideas and different art styles and different, well, everything effectively. They still kept the Metroidvania formula, but it's why in Dawn the art style changes to one more anime. The rumor that they sacked the previous artist isn't true. It was because they had diminishing sales, and so they experimented with different art styles. It's why the old art style came back in Order, because it didn't change anything. So when it came to Order of Ecclesia, they said no, let's get the old artist back. At least to do it proper. And it's also why like Curse of Darkness, sorry, for example, has a lot campier writing, because it was once again them experimenting with different ideas. They thought maybe if they go for like a charming Devil May Cry-esque writing style, maybe it would attract more people in, and unfortunately it didn't, because I said Castlevania as a whole was just diminishing. It didn't have its cultural significance in the mid-2000s as it did in the 90s. And it's a shame, because you can feel it in Portrait and Order to an extent, that because they weren't selling as well and were having to experiment more, they weren't getting as big a budgets either. It increases luck, but you're not allowed to look inside it. Got it boosted by a lot. Yeah, the room is mad trippy. Yeah, there's it's because I said it's the reason why there's 8-bit music. They sacrificed the sound chip to enhance the graphics for a GBA game. So for a GBA game, the graphics in this game are pretty damn good. But they also, used any opportunity they could to kind of showcase, the extra tech they had. Sure, I'll take the extra tank in defense. Get more loot. But let's go through this, which introduces the biggest gimmick of this game. For some reason, things look a bit different than they did before. Check the map. You're somewhere else. And this is if I'm honest, this is one of my problems with this game. For the first I say that. I say not problem with the game. Problem with the first third of this game, the first act. The castle isn't as interconnected as other Metroidvanias. Because we're now literally in like a zone 2, so we've been disconnected from that first area. And that bugged me because it feels like there's not as much reward for exploring, because once you're done in an area, you'll warp to a next one. It doesn't feel as interconnected. It doesn't feel like everything links up straight away. There's a reason for this, and the game will explain it later on. And then once it is explained, the castle opens up, and you can see that yes, they are actually all interconnected. It's just right now they are warping you to further away from the places you are in to try and hide the mystery. As we go to the castle treasury. But there is actually a mystery that they are hiding from us in this game. And it is a clever mystery, but just for me, it kind of ruins some of the interconnectivity that I love about these kind of games. So it made the first act of the game feel like the weakest part of the game for me. When the Advanced Collection first came out, I recorded me going through the final bosses of each Mania, and when I did Harmony of Dissonance, I critiqued that I felt that the first act of the game is the weakest opening to any Mania. To the point where I almost felt kind of tired by the end of it. But when finally it starts to pick up in Act 2, and it's entirely just because, as we pick up the axe, because it doesn't feel connected. Also, this is the homing thing. It lasts forever, does insane damage, and any enemy that's on screen, they will beeline for. Oh, wristband. Equal to what we got. Okay, so let's just get what we have. Anti-curse. Oh, great. Curses in this game as well. The only thing is that the axe, the red axe spell is very costly on magic at this stage in the game. Yeah, I've had a feeling. Oh, and this is a dead end anyway. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll show it off. See, the things have gone flying around everywhere. They just go chasing enemies if they're in the vicinity. But it just rips a hole in your magic when you try and do it. So you have to be conscious of it when you do it, because it used like half our bar at this stage in the game because of how early we've got it. These enemies are annoying because they almost jump around. Oh, okay, well that enemy reset then. Actually, no, I can go down here because it leads to something. Yeah, goodbye. You see what I mean? Like, goodbye. These are the other doors we can't interact with right now. We need to get something else later on for. But those doors, the glowy rainbow doors, are more there because they're trying to make sure the mystery of the castles remains a mystery until it's revealed to you at the end of Act 1. Well, that's lingering hitbox, good to know. Thanks, spells. It spells great. Yeah, there is I can't remember if there's 5 books or 6 books, but there's keep in mind there's 5 or 6 books, and every single book has a unique spell tied to it depending on what sub-weapon it is. So there's a good amount of magic options in this game. You just need to have the right sub-weapon and use the right book in your set. But it just rinses everything that comes into your vicinity. Fun fact: if you have enough magic to use it 3 times, by the time you get to the final boss, use it 3 times, the final boss dies. I'm not kidding, because if you're a high enough level to have enough magic to do it 3 times, you'll be a high enough level to do it to rinse it. to like get the extra damage boost. It's an absurdly powerful spell, and it's not even the quickest way to kill that boss. The true final boss of this game is, to be honest, depressingly easy compared to some of the other challenges. There are some bosses in some areas in this game, which pick up our first collectible, the furniture. There are some bosses in this game that are actually respectably difficult. Like, Death can be respectably difficult in places. It's just some of the other bosses are so pathetic in comparison. And you sit there and you go, oh, okay. And unfortunately, the true final phase of the final boss is one of such bosses. But the furniture is literally just a collectible. There's a room in the castle called Juste's room. And every time you collect furniture, Juste will put the furniture in that room. And it doesn't do anything really, it's literally just a collectible for something else for you to do. And when you get it all, Juste goes, yeah, now the room looks nice. Anyway, I should carry on with my adventure. It's not the dumbest collectible in the series, that goes to Curse of Darkness in the fucking chair room. In Curse of Darkness, every time you sit on a chair for the first time, it gets added to the chair room. And if you can find every single chair in the game and perch upon it, you can get a reward out of the chair room for it. So it's like, it's the dumbest collectible in the game, because you just gotta find chairs. You just got, every time you see a chair, you gotta get it. I think you do get an item, I just don't think the item's worth anything. Like, I think it's more just a, wow, you really did this? Okay, kind of item. But it has also been a very long time, so I might be misremembering. I do want to check over this area quick. It's more just the dumb nature of, why did you go collect a bunch of chairs, portraits, tables, and everything? You know? That's more what the game's kind of winking at you for. Oh, I need to go up another layer, got it. And then go around and down to check out this one space. Alright, yep, lingering damage. So as I don't have the magic, I might as well just turn it off for a second just to use the axe normally. That's my worst habit. I'm going to try and break it in this playthrough. But I have an awful habit of just never using the sub-weapons in their normal form, despite the fact they're pretty powerful as well. Because they need to be able to compete with the magic. They need to have some kind of viability. But look how many potions we already have. Like, we're fine, you know? You can potion spam this game a lot. Imagine if you don't use any healing items, it does become significantly tougher. But you get potions, like, for free sometimes. Or you get sometimes, for like too often. Right, what is over here? Other than a big guy. Do I have any mana potions? I don't think I picked up any magic potions. No. So I think it costs 60 to use this, so I was just going to try and rinse the guy. We'll come back. We might get some magic. Or we can just go around him. Let's check out what's over here first. We can't break this. Good to know. Okay. It's just, you're only here if you want to fight that guy. So apparently, if you get all the furniture, the good ending is slightly different. Like, to lean on Juste instead of standing normally. And a whack collectible reward, but whatever. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll see what we can get along the way, but I'm not going to go out of my way to hunt it down. Oh, okay. This is how you break open the rock. You have to kill the enemy. Got it. You have to knock him off the edge. I forgot the game that has this game's the one that has all those puzzles. There's a whole plethora of points in the game where if you kill certain enemies, it will result in things affecting the map, and that was one of them. Anyway, welcome. Why do you have a shop in a place like this? Well, being the wandering merchant that I am, during my travels I was suddenly swallowed up by a dense fog and ended up here. Still, there is no need for you to set up shop in a place like this. At first, I spent some time looking for an exit. I couldn't find one, so without other options, I opened up for business right here. So what can I do for you? We have 462 gold. Potions are dirt cheap. What does he sell? Rubber, plate, coat. God, that's a huge defense boost. Jim can't afford it. Cash, the cloth helmet, shin guards. The second castle map. I probably should buy that. I'll buy stock up on potions, yep. And the rest of it we'll find as we go. We can sell that opal, actually. Just like with Symphony, any gems you find, their only purpose is to be sold. Yeah, but I'll call it there. Bye, you merchant. But now I brought map 2, you can see a bit better of like what we're heading towards. That long vertical shaft, we can't actually explore much. We're going to be spending more of our time going further down the map and exploring the underground area before we go up. That long vertical shaft that's in the map, we really can't touch much yet. Because it's interconnected to a lot of different areas. I kind of wish you could cancel that early. Like once you're done, you can just leave it, but no. Nice. Oh, what level are we? I should actually check. 10, got it. Also, yeah, you level up way quicker in this game than you do Circle. This game has a lot more in line with its design to Symphony than Circle, because it's the Symphony devs. I don't know if Ego was involved in this. Well, we'll see in the credits. Because I know Ego was in the Sorrow duology, and I know he was Order of Ecclesia, but I can't remember if he was Harmony and Portrait of Ruin as well. It's Cloth Tunic. Is that... oh, okay, that defense boost is too good to pass up. From 49 to 61. It's better than the armor we could have brought at the shop. That's why I didn't bother buying armor. Sure, we'll take that. Lowers our magic slightly, but the trade-off is way too good to pass up. I think I need to go left and down again. Got it. But hey, there's a shop in this game. That's already like better than Circle of the Moon. So you actually won't have to like stress about potions. As long as you keep some money up, you can just go get some more. Is that Curse? Okay, Curse affects your movement speed, which is a blessing compared to what Curse did in Circle of the Moon, where it made it so you couldn't attack outright. What's Fire Knife? Oh, okay. That's kind of cool too. I'm gonna keep the axe because the homing properties, but that's kind of cool too. Just a screen nuke. So I think if we keep on going over here, we eventually hit a barricade. Either that, or we have to jump up and it's too high a jump. I just remember not being able to traverse too far up. Because where we need to go involves us breaking another object that will affect the path. Which I know is vague, but I know what I mean. There's a thing you can hit that makes a bridge drop. And the only reason I remembered that being what's next is because I actually missed it on my first playthrough, and so got slightly lost for a while until I went back and was like, oh, you can just hit this? Oh, okay. And so things that you end up getting lost on, the solution tends to stick in your brain for some reason. So it is another locked door that you can't go through, and it is... Oh, I could have sworn there was another door down here. Is there not? No, never mind. I thought there was another door here. Never mind. I really thought you couldn't explore this yet. Oh, there it is. I know, there it is. I was like, I'm sure you couldn't explore much further here. Yeah, there it is. You can't get up there because we don't have double jump. So you are limited here, and your reward just teases you from that point. I just remembered it being somewhat pointless to be here right now. That's why. I love that the lift crashes after you to keep in line with you, like so much it shakes the screen. Damn it! Damn it! Oh, I didn't even realize how low on health I was. Good thing I have loads of potions, and potions are actually good in this game. Oh, is the room down here? This feels familiar. Is Juice's room here for the furniture? Yes, this is the room. Whoa, what a nice room. Maybe a bit tasteless, but have some furniture. Okay, I guess I'll try putting these down right here. Dude, Juice just walks in and he goes, wow, this room looks cool, but there's nothing in here. I should fix that. And that's it. That's all he needed to do. So we put the chairs in. That's Juice's room. Right, I believe going left is the way we need to go, so I'm going to go right first. Oh, I remember this track. This is one of the very few tracks that I think is straight up just not good, in my opinion. I know that the whole soundtrack was punished for the sound chip and all that stuff, but there are a couple tracks where it's just kind of like they feel so like drony, if that makes sense. And this is one of them. It just feels like it's like a white noise drone sound in the background. And it makes me wonder what it would have sounded like if the sound chip hadn't been sacrificed. What they were going for. What a guy. Yeah, Juice just immediately just going, oh, this room's bad. I should fix it in the evil enemy encampment. Is this the game with... No, okay. Aryosaurus is the one that starts doing that then, where witches turn into cats when you beat them. Oh, that poor plant. That poor plant. I just rinsed it. Oh, there's a door over here, actually. Never mind. We need... It's not even double jump that'll do that. We need... this game's equivalent of like the rocket boots. Oh, there's a turquoise though we can sell, and a $300. Okay, no, down here's not on the map, so you already know it's more valuable. Ooh, what's Firecross do? You know, we'll mix it up. I'll take Firecross with me. We'll leave the axe behind. We can go hunt down another one later on if we need to. Ow. I'm telling you right now, when we go to Aria, as much as I absolutely adore Aria, I'm really gonna miss his dash. I'm really gonna miss it. It's like, why do any other form of movement when the dash is this good? Why do this when you can do this? It says that you can cancel it into your whip strike, so you can double up your whips as well, so it's got combat versatility as well. Like, come on. Ooh, high potion already, damn. In Circle of the Moon, we never got a single high potion. Oh, okay, that's much quicker and easier. Oh, we can't reach that yet, so this is the end of the road, I think. A very long end road just to be a dead end. Look how much running around we did just for this to cap out here. I think it's because a warp room is up there, and so they don't want you to go to that warp room early, because otherwise it would give away the mystery of the castle too soon. So they have to make it so you can't get up there right now. But at the same time, not make it that it's impossible to get to later. Just for now, you can't get to it. Oh, before I slam my face into this guy. Ow, 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 let me get away. Actually, where am I going? I need to go up, along, up again, and then proceed right. Got it. The problem is it doesn't even have much health. It's that it continues to have a hurtable hitbox after it died, which is why we hear the sound effect so much. We hear the when we use the fire axe spell so much, because it was already dead, but it still has a hurtable hitbox for some reason. Ow. You have this. Oh, I just picked up... Oh, I mean, don't mind if I do. Sure, I'll train back to the axe. You're just going to give it to me. Okay, that just circles round. Since I finished Blue Reflection Second Light, I might play... I haven't decided yet, but I might play more of this on Thursday, since, you know, that was going to be more Blue Reflection, but because I finished it a stream early, something's got to fill that slot now. But we'll see. There might even be something else. Depending on how things go, I might play something else. Is this just a dead end? Okay. Oh, can I go up? Hang on. This is an awkward position to try and jump up from, because of the low ceiling. There we go. Oh, a furniture item. Thanks. Just there for us. And a... Oh, magic potion. Got it. No, this is blocked off. Okay. We don't have a way to break... Actually, we might have a way to break that. Hang on. Let me reset the area and see what enemy's actually there. If it's one of the guys who throws like the explosives, we might be able to lure him over to break it for us. Yeah, you come... Ow. Come here. Oh, actually, I don't think you can make that. We needed like, to be here, because I think if he threw the explosive, we might be able to break that early, but... Oh, well. And he doesn't even pick up a new one, so it'd be a waste anyway. Had to check. Sure, I'll take holy water, mix it up. Okay, it's not brilliant. It's not terrible, but it's not brilliant though. Compared to this, Where that one actually finds an enemy and locks on for you, and there's more furniture. Now where am I? It feels like we're just going around like a little maze in this corner. And I don't even think this is the way you're supposed to go. This is all optional stuff, I believe. Oh, where do I need that crate before I start pushing it? Oh, okay, to hold the switch down, got it. Let's check out over here and then we'll head up. Okay, this is a potential shop location. And these numbers, I think it's to do with your playtime. I think if your playtime's an odd number in the shops here, like there's reason why some shops appear and why some don't. I think that's either odd numbered map percentage or odd numbered playtime for that shop to be there. I think it's playtime because if it was map, you'd get screwed out of them and you hit 100%. Oh, and you can't dash when you're pushing blocks, unfortunately. So you have to just run into them. It's the only time you get to see Juice's running animation, really. Right, and what's over here for our trouble? Oh, a health boost, sure. How much life are we actually on already? 157. Yeah, okay. And that's it for this space? Yeah, seems to be. Just double checking. I know I do that all the time. Double and triple checking the map, make sure I'm going the right way. But it's a habit I can't break. So it'll be less of a problem in Aria because I know the map a lot better. I should, in theory, be checking it far less often when we get to that. Oh, stone as well? God damn it. At least it wasn't poison. It's something that we can just deal with immediately. Okay, didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to do that. Oh, who needs magic anyway? Would we just pick up Astra? I'll take the good book with us for a bit. And that also dropped the gauntlet, so I want to see what they are for us. Oh, just better than what we've got. Sure, then go ahead. There you go. To the right we need to go? Yeah. There is a boss, I'm pretty sure, nearest to where we are. I'll take the good book. Yeah, there is a boss, okay. Top up on health. Now we should be good, let's just go in. I'll just turn off magic so we've got low on it. Oh, that's it. For the phase 1 at least. Let him have his little moment. There we go. Now get back in. Yeah, you're not the fastest at this, Golem, are you? Come on. Let's wrap this up. This is all you seem to be doing. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Golem, for taking it easily. Good! So we did that. We did it within a set amount of time then. This is worrying. Uh-oh. Man, how would I have ever got in time to avoid that obstacle? Yeah, not the most dangerous of tests here. If there was like a heck of a lot more of these ghosts, it'd probably be way harder because they could just knock you into it, but that's it. You can just stand here and do this and you're fine. I suppose this is a use for that energy circle thing. You could just hold the button here and just kind of turn your brain off a little bit. And for the record, this still isn't technically the way we like have to go entirely. The thing we need is still later on. Oh, jeez. Screw it, just get rid of these guys. Each color slime, I think, can inflict a different status condition. Oh, what's the yellow stone? Is that thunder? Yes, the lightning attacks, sure, gimme. And we picked up the last piece of furniture that's in this area, so we are technically done with this area we need to be. God dang it! But look at this poor thing. So all the spikes have gone down here too. It's like, well, okay, now you've done the obstacle, they don't need to still be there, so let's just go. And we can't make it up. You can through glitches, but we don't need to get up there now. I remember seeing a speedrun where someone got up there like immediately. Like they got here and they did like something with one of the special of the magics to like get themselves an extra jump and get themselves up there super early. But I'm not fussed about that. So the only two sequence breaks I know is getting this early and getting Vlad's ring early. Because now we are done with this area, so we need to actually, you know... Actually, we can check right above us, if we can. No, actually, no, we can't. That's the wall. That's the wall. And monster caught in the spike trap was detailed. Yeah! Once again, they put a lot into the graphics of this game. They didn't want it to feel like it was held back by the GBA systems too much, so they really went out of their way to try and make the most of everything they could, even if it was at the sacrifice to the music. And I get it. Like I'm still slightly gutted that they did it because I'm curious as to what the whole soundtrack would have sounded like if it hadn't had its sound chip like stripped from it like this. Especially when although like Aria in some aspects isn't as good looking as some parts of this game, I think Aria as a whole is easier on the eyes. Like it doesn't do as much aggressive visual effects like that crazy room that we was in earlier, and that has a better soundtrack that wasn't compromised at all. So it's like, so it makes this game feel a bit more like a, well, that's a shame. You know, that Aria had a great art style to it that worked really well and didn't have to tank the music for it. It has a great soundtrack that you get to hear in its full quality, or its intended quality. Because the only themes you get to hear in its intended quality is the opening and the credits. And the credits is just Juste's theme, but with an actual orchestral like music to it. And I went too low, I need to go higher up. That's Ralph. You're right there. You ever say the opposite and focus on the music over the graphics? Yeah, I do. But this is, what, 2002 this game came out, so... The graphics were still, like, you know, a huge discovery process for a lot of games in that time. They were still trying to figure a lot of things out with how they wanted to handle the future. And it was very few devs that seemed to completely understand the idea that art style and music will age better than the game ever will. And so this game, it does feel more aged in places because of what they sacrifice. And it doesn't, as I say, it doesn't help that we're in an area that I think the track isn't good. There are other areas where the music is great. As I realised I completely went the wrong way. We have to go through the save room. There are some areas where I think the music's fine. It's just this is a bad example, unfortunately. This is a track that is kind of, man, do I wish it wasn't this. So I just find it's like, it's Castlevania, you know? Like, Castlevania has some of the most iconic music in the industry, and you come to this game and it's just like, oh. There's a reason why like 90% of Circle of the Moon soundtrack was remixes of old games, because the music was good. I don't anymore. Actually, the save point was right here. Let me just go get rid of this poison. So we need to head back all the way to the left side of that room, because down there will be our way forward. Which is... Oh, just keep on pushing left. Damn it, I got oh, I didn't get poisoned. I guess I hit the actual physical enemy. Now I'm poisoned. No, I'm not. Okay. You only get poisoned if you hit the spores. You can probably hear every time I press the L or R button. I have my hand kind of far away from the mic when I'm holding the controller, but I can imagine that if you listen carefully, you can hear every single button press, because I can hear the funk of me pressing L and R every time. Putting down some furniture. Now we got this there, we got this there, we got the painting there. Oh, it looks a little bit nicer, Juste room. So we need to actually go this way. Oh, that's the only downside with blue water spell. The blue holy water spell is that it only seems to target one enemy. Oh, we've seen what Ice Fist. What's Fire Fist? Oh, okay. It's a continuous. Because Ice Fist is obviously this that we used earlier. Sure, I'll rock the fist for a while. I think this way is the way you have to go. So if it is, I'll go there last. Yeah, okay. That's where we need to go, so we're not going to go there yet. I remember there being a gimmick or something you had to hit to open the path. Oh, and there's another furniture item. You can see on the right side of the map, if it's a red icon, it means there's furniture still to get. If it's blue, it means it's something else. You can kill the skeleton spiders, but they have a mountain ton of health. The ankle guards. Sure. You can see that in our in inventory, we can kind of equip whatever we want in any slot minus the body slot. The body slot is always this, but all the rest, like we can pick another goods instead of legs, we can pick another thing instead of hands, whatnot. That's there as like a balancing act. Like if you have 2 legs items, you can't equip both of them, I think. It's like, you know, it's there as a piece of balancing, but they let you pick what you have. It's only goods that you can kind of mix it up and just have a whole bunch of them because they're goods. As far as you know, you just have them in your pocket. I'm gonna stick my phone on charge. Okay, it was nearly dead though. Next to potion. I was gonna welcome one of them. Okay, this wall, this is something that's to do with the mystery of the castle. This wall won't be here. Okay, this one's actually pretty good. Yeah, I agree. Like, this wall won't actually be here in the alternate variant of the area. Because that's tied to do with the mystery of the castle, but you can get around that in other versions. But as I said, like the issue with the track is not the music themselves. The melodies for most of these tracks are really good. What lets them down is just the sound quality, but the melody for this track is still really fun and funky. And the clock tower theme, because you know it's a Castlevania game, so of course there's a clock tower, is really good as well. I love the clock tower theme in this game. I can't remember where the clock tower is. I think we're a little away from that yet. In fact, we're going the opposite direction from it, because I think the clock tower is like on the rightmost side of the map. And we're in like the south left area. South left? That's not even a, that's bottom left or southwest. Come on, Rob, use your brain. Can't get up there for the heart upgrade, so that's the end of the road for that. In this skelly cave. Is that it for down here? Yeah, because we can't go to the wall. Okay, so now we just got to go the plot direction. But yeah, when I first got to this area, I didn't realise that you could hit the skull to knock it over the edge. And so left the area and eventually got stuck because I was like, everywhere led to dead ends. I didn't know what I was doing. And it was only when I was running around, I eventually knocked it and happened to knock it down. I was like, oh, okay, now I feel stupid. I know that is the way we need to go. I was like, am I going too high? And this stays here forever, so you can just use it as a platform to get up here. Is what you're supposed to do. I'll check what's over here first. Oh, a stuffed stag. A mantelpiece. Oh, be insanely careful with those things. I don't have to tell you they hurt. Oh, hello, Maxim.
Juste, there you are.
What's happened, Maxim? Have you found Light?
How dare you ask me of Light? You're the one who captures, aren't you?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Forget it. I know not the scope of your power, Belmont, but I will not let you have her.
What's happened to you? You're not your normal self.
I got new powers to surpass your strength, but first, that woman. Farewell, may you rot away within the walls of this castle.
Wait, Maxim? Is that truly Maxim? Do my ears and eyes deceive me? Other way around? He was so mean to me. Oh, if they're red, red skellies will come back over time. They're like dry bones. Is it in the other version? There's a thing that you can do with this statue, and it's just not coming to me. But I remember there's a secret or trick with that statue that you can do something with. And it might not be this version of that statue. I think this is the fake ceiling room. I think if you when you get the ability to go much higher, I think you can go straight through the ceiling. It might be a different one though, but it's in this area. If it's not that one, it's the next safe room we come across. But one of them has a fake ceiling that you can break through. That leads to some pretty damn good loot, which is why I remember it. We can get up. No, we can't get up there just yet. We need double jump at least. Which I think we're getting close to double jump. I think we are impending on it. Actually, no, I'll bring the fist with me. Alright, and then when it dies, it drops the shield, and then the shield will reform. Oh, it landed up there. Okay. Dash for nothing. Ow! Yeah, when it's going to do that, it's about to get ready to jump. It's just going to, yeah, it's going to move at a breakneck pace, or so the game tries to imply. Go, and I think one more phase. And it's something that won't have the shield. Yeah. Oh, that's too... Damn it. I was hoping the height would pay out for me there. There we go. Is it right? It's a double jump? Yes, it is. Okay. Now we're really start exploring more. So we can go up there where we were, in the actual clock tower central pillar. We can explore all that properly. The area to the right of us we can't really explore much, but we can get to that warp room that's in the bottom right, I think. The man did the beam, yep. And it was unfortunately too high, so we could just crouch over it. Because that's something I know I'm jumping way ahead because this is Portrait of Ruin. But what's something I miss in Portrait of Ruin? When you get the double jump in that game, both Jonathan and Charlotte get different animations for their double jump. Charlotte gets a witch's broom just for the double jump. Like, it just appears under her to boost her up for a second. And I was like, that's so charming. You know, that's so cute. They didn't need to do that extra detail. They could have just made the jump animation twice. But Igor has always been a sucker for extra animations. He loves it when games have like loads of like extra unnecessary animations. He loves that attention to detail, so he always has it in his games. And if they ever do the DS collection, I'm going to try and make a point to play as Charlotte more often than I play John. Because it feels like, I know the game's leaned more around Jonathan, but it feels like most people I see play it barely touch her. Despite her actually having some really interesting movesets, and I like her magic options. I get that Jonathan's just easier to use, and as a whole is more powerful, but you know what I mean? Like, I kind of I miss it. I like the diversity, and I feel like she's underrepresented. Bronze boots? Oh, it's a single point better. I'll just get all of them. Yeah, this is a good spot to get everything. Just clean the room with fire axe. Oh, and this is the other side of the entrance hall. This is just a vertical shaft, but we're technically in the entrance hall. So that's the end of the road because we can't break that. I mean, we got a life extender out of it, so it wasn't entirely worthless. We need to right along down through the save room and just keep on going right. We need to go up that central pillar again. With the Netflix Castlevania shop in another Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie. I don't know if we're going to get another Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie. That film felt like it only existed to say like make as many like hit references as possible and hope that would sell copies and not have anything else really in there besides that. I know I'm no like film expert, I'm not the biggest film person ever, so my knowledge on it should always be taken with a grain of salt, but from what I could tell, there's not much to the film other than hey, look at all these cheeky modern references we made, and it's like, that's not going to sell a film. That's just the tone deaf nature of a lot of the film industry nowadays. It feels like it would be funny if they did something with Vania in another one. I still think it was crazy that in the first one they even let the ugly Sonic be a part of it, and then they severely over exaggerated the ugliness of it because hit reference. A message from Mother Dearest. Yeah. Ow! Right, forgot that was there. Can you just jump straight over it? Yeah, you can. You don't even have to go under it. It didn't even hurt that much. For some reason I remember it like ripping your head off when you get hit by it. Maybe it's a later one that hits harder. So we're practically back out here now, back into where we were. I guess we can turn in the furniture. There's still an item we're missing in here, though, worryingly. So I think that's above the save room, but we just can't get up there yet. The double jump, can you break open the roof of the save? Actually, that's a very good point. I think it's still just too high. Ah, fuck it. It's going to be a trek, but we can quickly go over there and check. With Juice's movement speed, it doesn't take too long to get over there. So I think we need the not gravity boots. Oh, barely not. You can see we're going through it, but yeah, that is where the fake ceiling is, and I think the last furniture piece is up there. Nah. Outside of maybe exposing a glitch, I don't think we're getting up there. So I think you can do like this. Quick save. Let's see if I can do this. No, it resets you. God dang it. I was gonna see if I could quick save and then get in. I was also seeing if I could be cheeky about it. Like, the quick save would reset my exact position and see if it'd get like another jump or something. But no, we need to come back for that. But now I know for certain, though, that is the secret ceiling save room. Because you can see we tried to go through it. And I think that's where the last furniture piece that we're missing is at. But we'll be back. We'll be back. Way later in the game, admittedly, but we'll be back. Sure, I'll take the axe with me. Alright, let's get out of this area and start walking up that tower again. Oh, okay, I left that way too late. Now I know that thing does barely any damage, I'm not that fussed about it. But we got some more money and some quick kills out of it though, so it wasn't an entirely wasted journey. As we go into a shop, we'll be able to afford more. You can try and run away all you want, Skeleton. I've got the god stash. Turn in this furniture and then head up. Got the dash of champions. There's the mantle. Such a stupid. So it's not the dumbest collectible in the series. That goes to the magic chair room in Curse of Darkness, but it's still... You sit there and kind of go, what? Why? No, I'm not going to go. I was going to like attempt exploring that little space that we couldn't get to, that I know we can get now with the double jump. But I'm looking at the pathing and it would be a long run to get there. Actually, it wouldn't be too bad. I'll quickly do it just to see what's there. Just to get probably blocked by something else when we do. You have to put up with this meh theme, unfortunately, for a minute, but dang it. I can still attack the... Once you get some kind of extra attack skill, if you hold down and press jump again whilst you're at the end of your second jump, or press it a third time when you're going down, you will kick in that direction, as long as it's like down and either straight down or diagonal. And you can bounce off enemies' heads to continue hurting them. Save room's right here, so I'm not that first. Let's go get that before we die. And then we'll go back and check out that room. Because it's right there where we need to go. Oh boy, it doesn't heal poison. Great. At least poison doesn't last that long. Save rooms don't heal poison in this game. That's fantastic. So... No idea why not, because they do in every other Vania. Doing Symphony and Circle when they do it in Aria, like it heals everything. So what's the deal with this game? Is it just trying to be a bit more mean? Have we beat up more witches? Oh, too high. I need to go left and circle around first. Got it. Is that a crit? Damn. I was like, but how did I get level up from that? It was just one hit. Right, I'm hoping this isn't the right way to go, if I'm honest. I'm going to be a little bit gutted if it ends up being the correct way to go and we can't go explore all up there, or I have to backtrack to go explore all up there. Oh, it is the right way to go. Fuck. Where's this take us? Let's have a look first. Yes, where does this drop us? Ah, damn it, it is the right way to go. God damn it. I'm trying to think. I think it might barely be too high to reach with a double jump anyway. I think this is the only way you can go. Screw it, I'll go this way. We can circle back around, check that area out later if we need to. As we get to the sky walkway.
Juste, have you found light? You're Maxim, aren't you?
Hey, what do you mean by that?
Nothing. Forget it. Tell me, how did you fare?
I have found nothing yet, but my memory is slowly coming back to me.
Really? So light is somewhere in this castle after all?
Yes, I'm sure of that now. And I know that I have also been here before. And there is something I think you should know.
Go ahead. You can tell me anything.
The day you inherited the title of Vampire Hunter, I felt as if a wall had been erected between us, and for that reason I set out on my expedition. I wanted to be better than you, and relieve you of your fate. Long ago, you told me of Dracula's remains. Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember. The story of how my grandfather, Simon, grandfather, not father, gathered Dracula's remains and destroyed them to undo his curse.
I thought my wish would be granted if I too could gather and destroy them.
That means that the remains found in this castle are genuine?
They are identical to the ones I found, but I have little memory of what happened after I found them. I only remember lights being brought here.
If true, Dracula's remains may be giving rise to this castle.
Forgive me, it is all my fault.
I'm not the one you should be seeking forgiveness from.
Huh?
You ought to apologize to Lyde first. We must hurry and find her.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'll be off then.
Maxim, I believe in you.
Thank you, Juste.
Oh man, look at the GBA, peak of GBA visuals in the back there. It's like, this is what we sacrificed the sound chip for. It looks great, to be fair. I'm not taking the piss. I know it probably sounds like I am, but no, it is charming what they do with the visuals after all this. Sure, I'll keep punching me, mix it up. Oh, I can't get through this. No, can't get through that at all. Got it. Maxim has a goofy run. Yeah, he kind of goes. He kind of hoofs it a little bit. But it's supposed to be because he's injured. That's why his run's so dorky. There is actually like a canon reason for it. He's injured, which is why Juste went with him in the first place to go on this adventure. Other than trying to save their friend Lyde, it's because Maxim knows he wouldn't be able to fare well on his own. I think there's a save room up here. It's why I'm kind of beelining this direction. No, that's the boss. And he like ran straight into the boss room. I think the save room's here. And this wall is breakable, but we can't break it right now. There's another secret hidden in the save room. Whoops, didn't even mean to do that. Let me get my magic back, so that was an accident. Now move, explore around. That boss, you can actually straight up skip. Did I just poison myself by running into you? No, I didn't, thank goodness. That boss, you can actually go up and around the entire thing. You don't have to fight him at all. It's the same with the giant bat. You can go up and around the giant bat. I mean, I'll fight him, but I'm just saying you really don't have to. There are other means of dealing with the situation. Because I believe it's because there's a area we're approaching that's like pitch black. Oh, here. And you can get a better sight in it, but you can outright feel it out and figure out the entire thing.
without having to get the light. I mean, I'll get the light and do it properly, but you can feel it out and get through that early. In the same way in the spike room in Symphony of the Night, you can feel out that room and get through it without having to get the sonar. But that one's a lot longer and a lot more treacherous, so I'm not going to bother. Sure, I'll take the holy water with us. This is the bouncy ball, right? Yeah. Up as well, so we'll do that. That's a straight shaft drop, so we have to go around. Yeah, try and back away all you want, Bone Archer. You're still mine. St. Elmo's fire. The Chapel of Dissonance. Hey, the game's called Harmony and Dissonance. Gee, I wonder if this area is going to be significant to something then. Need to stop running head face first into enemies. I'm actually starting to run out of potions in this game. We haven't had a shop in a while. Is this just a gate to look out to outside? Yeah, okay, there's not actually anything there. This area in the other version is scary faces. Yeah. But I love how, like, even though it's, you know, you're doing the same game twice, unfortunately, because of the nature of the castle mystery. I do love the visual changes they make to the Ultimate Castle to try and make them more distinct and stand out. They could have easily just, like, you know, made it black and white in one and just call it a day, but no, they did actually try to make them be more distinct and stand out. I still have a bit of a problem with, you know, the nature of the fact that you end up doing this, like your Symphony, you're going to do the game twice, especially because it feels a lot more rehashed, because it's not even, like, upside down. What's the Emerald Cloak give us? A point of better defense. Okay, sure, I guess. We'll just change our... Yes, it changes our outline to green, though. So a new coloured outline, sure. There's an item of the Eye of Drax up there. Oh, so we can't get that one yet, though. That one we do have to wait for. We just got to remember it's there. I don't think we can open this door yet, either. Locked with a magic seal. Yeah, the reason why the soundtrack's so 8-bit, Benny, is because they sacrificed the game's sound chip to better the graphics at the time. And that's, they literally, to be able to put more data into the graphical quality of the game, they took resources from the sound chip. They literally, because it's just how GBA's cartridges worked. There's a set amount of room for a sound chip, there's a set amount of room for graphics chips, there's a set amount of room for everything. And they just micromanage some of that and remove some of the sound chips, so the sound quality is worse. The only reason why the credits theme is better is because the credits theme isn't rendering anything in the game, so the sound chip is free to do what it wants. I still think the melodies are nice. There's only a couple tracks in this game that I think really suffered because of this. But the rest of them I still think are pretty good and enjoyable for their quality, for what they've got, even if they are, you know, restricted of their ultimate potential. And I'll always be curious of what would have been different if they hadn't done that. What the sound quality would have been for this, and like how different it would be, because I think it would have been a lot more like how that credit scene sounds, but the entire soundtrack, which is just, that's an exciting idea that unfortunately you will never see. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. There's 2 furnitures here in the sky area, and there was none in the last one, because the only thing of worth is the Eye of Drac, which I think we'll come back for. And there's still one more over here. One more space for us to check out over here. And then we'll do the boss. I said you can completely circumvent the boss. If you don't want to fight him, you can go around, but I will, you know, for the sake of showcasing, I will show it off. Damn it, I was hoping I'd be quick enough on this to make sure I catch them all and didn't get poisoned. Oh, a mantelpiece. A gold trinket. You could just say it's a candelabrum. I can tell it's I can see it's that. Oh, and there's a silver one. Oh, there goes both of those collectibles then. Okay. The furniture is like a very easy collectible to get. It's the Dracula pieces that are the awkward collectible, but they're the ones you want more because they give you stat bonuses. Ooh, that's a mega potion. Or an elixir. I think that's both. Elixir is both. Oh, there's just all HP. Elixir. No. I was gonna say, this isn't one of the games that does all health and all magic with it. No, that's something else. I don't think there is an item that does that. I mean, we could check. This exists for a reason. Invincible for a set period. Okay, there isn't. Okay, not in this game anyway. Yeah, because that's what we missed. Which makes you immune to curse, which is why it's kind of nice to have been able to get it. The one we've got is that. Let's go tap that save room again to get our health and magic restored, and then we'll circle around and fight the boss. Juste decor room will get destroyed along with the castle. Yeah, but it keeps Juste amused, I guess. You know, when he should be saving his saving Lyde, it's like, oh, but I could make this room really stunning. Mr. Interior Decorator. I'm being careful so I don't want to poison myself before I get to the boss. Alright, is this giant slime or is that later? No, it's you. Which is, we can rinse with this. This devil. Oh, and you cursed me. I was just trying to get past you, damn it. I was just trying to get past you. I was trying to be cheeky about it. Actually, I have an uncursed potion. Let me just use that. Shouldn't curse me again. Okay, do you want to calm it down? I'll use one of them. Just rub up on me. Hey, there we go. I don't know what, I don't think it was. It's hard to figure out what demons are in the Castlevania show, because a lot of them got quite radical redesigns. Like, they had Granfaloon, or Legion, as he's known as. They had, obviously, Drac, they had Death, they had things like that, but they, like, this game is based in a different era. Trevor's era and Juste's era is like, there's a good 100-odd year difference between them. But now we've got the night goggles, we can go the other way around if you want to, or you can just keep on pressing this way. I'll go the other way around, but it's a longer road because we can literally find the other side of that door. I'll even show it to you when we get there. But this boss is entirely optional technically, because if you can just feel out the dark room instead, and just like, you know, sort of like, it's like when you do like a cave in Pokemon without Flash. You can still get your way through it, you just gotta feel it out a bit more. You just gotta like hug the wall a little more. But now we have the night goggles, it becomes a non-issue if you decide to do it now. Which is what I will do because it's, you know, it's more content. It's okay. Whenever you want to focus on the sword, like my magic dragons. Because if I now go to... Oh, it boosts everything else quite a fair bit. What does it do for this? No, I don't like the punishment. I will... Remember that I had bronze boots on. Now you can see better. Not much better, but you can see better. So you can find things like the face guard. Sure. We'll lose our green glow, but that's fine. But you can see what I mean. Like, even if you don't have flesh, you can feel most of this out. It's just doing so. I don't think there's a secret over here, but it doesn't hurt to check. It's not as awkward as the dark room hint card. What's this hint card for? Eye of the goddess statue points to a secret passage. That's the thing with the which Saint Germain from the Netflix show was in the sequel, the 22 Chip and Dale. Why do you want the Castlevania characters to be in the Chip and Dale films? What's going on here, dude? Yeah, in Saint Germain, he was an interesting character that they kind of seemingly threw away at the end. I liked him in season 3, and in season 4, it's like, oh, okay. They just kind of changed him into, okay. They suddenly made him, like, the reason why he was the way he was ultimately because he wanted to get laid. And I was like, oh, that kind of fucking sucks. And I thought he hated Dracula. Why does he suddenly want to bring him back? I know he was under the influence of death, but it still seemed like a bit of a waste of a character when I thought he was a lot more interesting in the game he came from, Curse of Darkness. So for that area, we get to the Aqueducts of Dragons. And we can take these off. That was a very creative name for these enemies, Fish Man. Trying to think. Okay, left is probably the wrong way, so we'll go that way first. At least this makes sense, Merman. You know, like it's mermaid, but merman. At least this name makes more sense than Fishman up top. But how many of these are there? Just to hide a heart? Just to hide an ammo upgrade? Gimme. What's up here then? Save room? Yes. There's some wild Fishman design, yeah. Compared to some of the other games. Merman, rejected SpongeBob characters. Sure, I'll take the cross with me, mix it up. Oh, and there's another boss right here. So if you skip Devil and decide you want to come all the way around, you will have another boss eventually. It's just, you know, we're going to fight both of them instead of just one of them. Is this giant slime? No, is this... Oh god, I remember this fuck. I kind of wish we kept the homing axe, if I'm honest, because this guy's annoying, if I recall. Because of this, where he turns into fucking Sonic. Ah. I was a bit too eager on the kick, but you can just do this. Oh, Jesus Christ! Okay, we just saved. Let me get my axe. Alright, that's death one. That death one that I'm counting. Benny, why do you want everything in the Chip and Dale movie, firstly, and secondly, don't spam? Yeah, rip Deathless. Yes. I love dunking on bosses, and by just like kicking them in the face after a jump. I am going to, just to be on the safe side, heal, because I think I'll end up taking another hit trying to get away. Yep. And I will actually top up as well again. And you know, I'm going to use my magic thing. It doesn't give much magic, but gets us closer to being able to use the spell again. You, ow, ow, hey. What, come on, get out of here. You're not the fight. You're not here what I'm here for. There we go. Fire Dragon Spell reminds me of something in the Netflix show. Probably. They do reference it, and they do reference like the whole Castlevania timeline a whole bunch in that. Oh, health upgrade. Don't mind if I do. I'm taking the axe with me though. Oh, and a heart upgrade. Oh, how nice. And I think this is the other entrance to that area, so you have to fight one of them, either the devil or the giant merman, but you get to pick. Because these both lead to the same area, but before we proceed, I am going to head back this way and explore the rest of this area. Since we kind of beeline for the boss accidentally. Even is over here. Over the Molinese guys. And these creepier guys. Oh, the ice stone. So you can get Ice Whip. I probably should have got that first because I think the boss is weak to ice. Sure, we'll keep this on for a bit. We got Ice Strike. Yeah, so we're doing way more damage to these guys with it, because these guys are weak to ice. Oh well, if I'd gone there first. Learn from my mistakes. Make sure you go there first. What's this? I was gonna say, what's with that pipe? Oh, okay. I thought I'd see if I could squeeze in for anything. Never mind. I'll just take my curse and leave. Hard gloves. Ooh. Yeah, sure, I'll have the hard gloves. So our defense clearly isn't high enough already. I don't even remember what's actually down here. If you go all this way. Other than linking to the other end of that area. Is this the fake? Yeah, it is. I know there's a fake wall in this area, which gives you the Nail of Vlad, which I think is the attack boost? Yes. Boost strength. Now we just do more damage in general. Oh, I'm out of potions. I need to be a little bit more careful. We need a bloody shop to show up. Wait, how much money have I got? I've got 2008 gold. So yeah, a shop would be nice. So we can stock up. And we can't proceed here. This is the end of the road. Because they don't want you to get too close to another area to unravel the trick of the castle yet. Which is why it says 70% done on the map, even though we're clearly we're not 70% done on the map. It's a lot more complicated than that. What's the nearest save point? Oh, just outside the boss. Let's just get out of here and save, get our health back. Now we're going into Circle of the Moon mode, where we know you have to actually be conscious of our health, and we don't have potions. Save room looks like a diamond that controls Dracula's castle in another location in the Netflix show. Yeah, it's what it was directly referencing. This diamond is in a lot of Castlevanias, and that's what it was referencing. It was a deliberate thing because it can change its shape as well, which is what it does in the show. When he's molding the castle, moving it around, it can shift its position and shift its structure. Because in Symphony of the Night, it changes into a coffin when you interact with it. You're going to see a hell of a lot more references when the new show comes out, because the new show is based on Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night story arc, where it's like the origin of most Castlevania tropes come from. So that's pretty good. They're probably going to turn that into a reference machine. Which I'm excited for. I can't wait to see how they handle Richter. What the heck? So, do we need that many skellies or that many bone pillars? Any news on when the new Castlevania show will come out? No, they're working on it. It'll be a while. It's not like with like the original Castlevania show, where it's like every year there was a new show. No, the reason why it was every year the new season came out is because they already had a foundation of all the characters, a foundation of all the scripts and storyboarding. Foundation. They already had the entire voice cast. They already had like all the pieces in place from the earlier seasons, so it was easier for them to just get the move on and get back onto it. Whilst with the new show, it's a new beginning, so they need to actually, consider what all the characters are going to be like, what the origin of the story is going to be, how they're going to be introduced, what the story arc's going to do, where it's going to go over the course of potentially several seasons. All that sort of stuff. There's a lot more storyboarding and planning that has to happen. So it's going to take a while longer. But then once Season 1's out, Season 2 onwards will slowly but surely do its usual, probably annual release, I imagine. And I mean, oh, you have to actually wait for these guys to go, to actually reset the animation, there we go. The director, Sam and Adam Dietz, they have made it very clear that Powerhouse Animation is hiring for the Castlevania project, which tells me they are working on it, but they're still, working out some of the fundamentals and working out pieces. If they're hiring animators in particular. I'm excited for it because I'm a biased Symphony of the Night fan, so I'm curious to see how they'll handle Symphony's character, Symphony's story. We have to do Rondo first, so as much as in the teaser trailer you can hear Alucard, I don't think Alucard will be in it straight away. I think he'll show up later on. I think he'll be like near the end of the season, if not like the season finale. Alucard will show up in the new anime. And they'll probably do a big build up for him as well and introduce him in this full Symphony of the Night attire. Which would be great. Like, the dude already looks sexy as hell in the anime. I can't wait to see how they make him look even better. Actually, no, it's a headpiece, so we have to do that. So this links to the other side. So I will actually go through here and take the save room. Actually, assuming there isn't one here, because there might be. No, there is not. This is for something else, so we will... Oh, I know where we are. Okay, I know exactly where we are. I think there is another save room here. In this area. Assuming I don't get kicked to death by this thing. Like here-ish. No. Ow. Okay, let's just... Get me out of here. Get me the fuck out of here before I die. I'm on like 1 health. But then at the same time, Powerhouse Animation are still working on it on the Devil May Cry anime, which they also got the license of to do an anime of back when Castlevania Season 3 was about to come out. So I'm curious what the hell's happening with that. I wonder what's like changed and what's gone on. And whenabouts it's expected. I know Castlevania is their priority because Castlevania does super well, and it's like the only love the series get because Konami, despite the success of the anime, you'd think that they would want to do something whilst the anime is successful, but no, they don't seem that interested right now. Actual pixel health will work. Yeah. I didn't check how much health I had exactly, but it must have been less than 10. But, you know, it wouldn't be a Castlevania game if it wasn't a clock tower, and the clock tower wasn't one of the more damaging and dangerous areas in the game. Yeah, Powerhouse are in charge of a DMC anime. And it's not associated with the anime from, you know, the mid-2000s. It's not associated. It's a different anime doing their own thing. Because they want it to be a, like a part, not of like a cinematic universe in like that sense, but like a part of like their own collective of different gothic styled animes. They want to, Powerhouse want to be the team that do all the gothic styled animes, and they got the rights to Devil May Cry. They are after, I don't know if they've got them because we haven't heard any word, but they were after Shin Megami Tensei, not Persona, the actual mainline SMT, to do an anime on, because that would also, they could turn that into a gothic anime setting. They basically want to do like a bunch of video game animes that are like super high quality in that sense, and Castlevania was like the first hurdle. And it just so worked out that everyone loved it, and they want to cover more eras of the timeline. So after Richter, I wouldn't be surprised if they cover other Vanias. They might cover Simon Belmont. They might cover, if they stick to Alucard being like a constant, they might jump all the way to Aria. An SMT anime would be fucking phenomenal. Especially because that's a very open door, you know? Every SMT game is pretty different from the next. They could kind of pick any. They could do base SMT 1 and 2. They could go like for like the end of the world and the Voice of Reasons of SMT 3. They could do an entirely unique original story. They could do what 4 was going for and just expand upon the underworld and the surface world a lot more. You know, there's so many options they could do if they got SMT. Scale armor. Layered scales. Okay, it's much better armor than what we got, so I'm going for it. Bro, imagine SMT3 anime with Dante in it. I mean, if they did SMT3, it would make sense because they already have the rights with Devil May Cry. So it could, the bromance that Demi-Fiend and Dante have could continue. I would welcome it. I would genuinely be excited if not. I'd be excited for an SMC anime anyway. But if there was an SMC3 anime and they got Dante in it, it would be like the hypest fucking anime crossover. You know, if Powerhouse is writing, especially if they get, you know, like the actual cast, that they get Ruben Langdon to voice Dante, because that's still the big mystery, or part of the big mystery. We have no idea who's going to voice anyone, if it's going to be a new cast, or whether like the OGs are going to be in the anime. I suppose I'd be fine with either. I genuinely would. Some people are like, no, it has to be Ruben, it has to be Dan for Virgil, it has to be whatnot. But for the sake of the anime, now that the main series is like, or the main story arc of the Son of Sparda story arc is done, I'd honestly be okay with them mixing things up and trying different things. We might get like a new modern performance that sounds right, especially if they make Dante young. I think if they're going to do young Dante, I don't know if Ruben will be able to do it the same way he could back in DMC3. Some spells can be cast multiple times. Yeah, we've been doing that. There are some spells that you can just spam the hell out of. I already knew that hint. Okay, so we need to keep on going along. I know where the boss room is, and I think that's the one that's the giant slime. It's in the next, like, vertical shaft we're approaching. It's the highest room of that. Not gonna lie, I can't imagine anyone other than Virgil. Yeah, I hear you. I think, like, for me, like, seeing a new younger voice try and be Dante, I think I could manage. And I think... Actually, no, I'll say that there. So I think I find it harder with Daniel Southworth, but to be honest, I think I'd find it the hardest with Johnny Young Bosch. But Johnny Young Bosch is probably the most likely to come back because of how involved he is in anime work to begin with. Not to say that Dan and Ruben aren't, they are as well. But Johnny Young Bosch, like 90% of his career is anime. I mean, he's he's what's it? I don't watch Bleach, so you have to forgive me if I butcher the name. But like Ichigo, I think he's like the main face of Bleach. Like, he's still super involved in anime and whatnot. And so him being in, you know, another anime as Nero would make sense. And I'd love to see how an anime would handle Nero's character, if they make him base closer to DMC4 or if they make him more DMC5-esque. So I liked both. I liked I liked the heart on the shoulder, but I'm saying I like both designs. Short head of Nero really grew on me. You said Ichigo's name correct. Nice. There's a trick with this enemy, but I don't think we can do it right now. Okay, I remember the trick. You can't hurt him, but you can push him into this. There we go. Which breaks the gears and makes some things stop moving. Oh, and you also get like the full armor set, which is amazing. And the game, to hide the brutality of it, does that instead. But you can completely equip the Guardian armor set, and it's an amazing set to have at this stage in the game. Oh, so that lowers our defense, actually. That's a bad example. Because I think it will get rid of this, that's why we can't. So you can do everything and have like insanely high defense if you have the full Guardian set on. I'm going to keep the Lucky Charm on just because, you know, drops. But yeah, you can have like the whole Guardian set on if you want and just have like a really great defense. That's the only reason you go for that room, is for like just to get god tier defense. Let's get out of here and go down. And I like their way of kind of disguising the gore of destroying the thing, is just make the screen like freak out for a minute while it's getting grinded up. In fact, compared to other clock towers, I don't find this game's clock tower that bad. It's just the harpies that are annoying. You know, it's not the Medusa heads for once, it's these guys. Oh, it's a furniture piece, sure, I'll get that. An antique table. Ah, okay, we can't break this wall. That's the end of the road for now. But I just want Powerhouse Animation to kick off, kind of thing. I want them to go crazy with some of their animation work. Because Season, like, 3... Well, even though Season 3 had some weird writing problems because of some interior design problems, they had some disagreements with AD. And that's putting it very mildly. There's quite a long list of what went down between AD and the Deep Brothers about where to take the Castlevania series. And thankfully they were on the other side of it with Season 4, which is why Season 4 as a whole felt a lot more satisfying and better written, and wasn't just fucking over characters for the whole season. Because Season 3 as a whole is really depressing when you think about it, and it's because, you know, like the actual, you know, the lead directors were squabbling amongst themselves because of, you know, various things. Here's the boss I was thinking of. This boss is kind of cool. The boss gets smaller the more you hit him because slimes break off. Max Slimer. What a fucking name. It's like he's already quite significantly smaller. Get out of here. Oh, he changed colour, he turned to stone variant. Oh, get me the hell out of here, I'm gonna get... Oh! Alright, that's two. Max Slimer killed me. What a name. I did save on the way back up, right? Good. Okay. I was gonna say, I did save before I went to fight the boss, right? I haven't just wasted a whole bunch of time. So just because this game's easier than Circle doesn't mean you can take the piss. You gotta be careful. I just got kind of, like, trapped in a corner, unfortunately, there. But this boss really isn't that hard. You just, as long as you stay crouched and keep a decent-ish distance from the slimes, you can keep on breaking the tiny slimes before they can poison you. This is how the fight should go. This is how it's supposed to go. You just do this and the boss dies. I'm not kidding. This is how easy the boss is supposed to be. Morning, John. Yeah, this will probably kill it. There we go. So that's how the fight's supposed to go. This fight is pathetically easy, so I feel kind of bad that I died. And I think this is the point where the mystery of the first act is finally going to be explained to you. Or at least hinted at enough to the player that it becomes obvious. I think that's wind? Yeah. No good. Yeah, I didn't get the good bonus that time. I didn't kill him quick enough. So I think Aria does the good thing as well, but I think in Aria it's to do with damage you take.
Ah, death has returned.
Mortal, you know of a man by the name of Maxim, do you not?
Yes, I do. What about him?
I believe that man has discovered objects that hold my lord's powers.
You mean Dracula's remains?
My lord's fragmented remains? Now it all makes perfect sense.
What on earth are you talking about?
You have provided me with an answer, so I shall reward you With an explanation. It's simple. This castle is a creation of Maxim's will.
What? But he's not capable of such a feat.
True of the original Maxim, but possession of my lord's remains changes everything. The castle's two spirits now embody my lord's powers.
The castle's two spirits?
Two spirits exist now within his body. His original spirit and a wicked spirit born from my lord's remains.
What a ridiculous notion.
And so two castles were born to embody the two spirits. Of the two spirits, the wicked one wanted the castles most.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by two castles?
Ignorant mortal, don't you realize that this castle has two layers?
Yeah, that's the mystery of the castle. The reason why when they warp you elsewhere is because you've actually been alternating between the two castles. It's why we encountered like a much more demonic, evil Maxim at one point, because we were in the B version of the castle. That's the trick, that's the twist of Act 1, that we've actually been alternating between two different castles all this time.
I don't want to have anything more to do with you. Farewell.
Wait, are you running away from me?
This castle, as it is now, is a transient one. I must go and aid its completion.
And this is like also the only game I can think of where you have like a lengthy conversation with Death as he explains shit to you. Like you just chat with the Grim Reaper, you know, as you do. This is the same place I was before, but the aura about it has changed. Oh, I see. That's what Death meant when he said there were two castles. Now, if you check the map, we're in Castle B. What we did, all the underground bit, was the B variant. We didn't touch any of the A variant. Whilst in A, we covered all this. You get it now? We've been alternating between two castles. The B castle is where the more hellish, more nightmarish location is, and it's why it's been locking areas off from us, because it's stopping us from noticing the trick too soon. So now, the area we just did, we are going to go through it again. But now in the nightmare variant. So you see like things are different, the aesthetic is different. As in, I like the idea. My problem is that it becomes Symphony of the Night's problem, but more exemplified. Because you're just doing the whole game twice. You know? It's the exact same problem I had with Symphony, but Symphony, at least the second castle was literally upside down, you know? So it was quicker to get through. And it was at least somewhat different to get through, because you had all your skills and whatnot. Whilst this is literally, hey, you're going to be doing the whole game twice as you progress through the game once, so enjoy that. But almost all the boss rooms in Castle A also contain a new boss in Castle B. So there's actually quite a lot of bosses in this game. A hell of a lot more than Circle of the Moon. Because every boss room technically houses two bosses in them. Not every single one, but most do. So those three bosses we fought in not too long like away from each other. You know, the one we fought here and the two we fought to get into here. All of them might have new bosses in them now. I say might, I can't remember exactly what bosses are where. Oh, and there's also new unique furniture pieces here, like this whole clock. Sure, I'll tap the save room. So I said we just ran through what was a boss room, but there wasn't a boss there, but it doesn't mean every single one's like that. And because these castles are technically reflective of each other, if you break a wall or find a way to break something in one castle, it will affect the other. So if there's like absolutely no way to progress in one castle, but there's a wall you know you should be able to break through, enter it in the other one. Try the other one, you'll be able to get it through. You might be able to find a way to break the wall in the other variant. So you have to actually, you know, pay attention to little things and map learn a little bit more. And this is where the game, for me, like when I first went through it, I said I didn't like Act 1 because I didn't like how it wasn't interconnected. But I fell in love with it with Act 2. This part of the game is why I started to really enjoy it, because I enjoyed the puzzle solving. I enjoyed figuring out the castle. Despite my problem with the back and forth, I enjoyed figuring out how the castles work and how to navigate it. It can be a little overwhelming to have so much available to you now. Once you now you know the trick, the game kind of opens a lot of doors and just lets you figure it out. But figuring it out and finding the pieces along the way are interesting. All you need to do is make sure you find an optional boss in Castle B along the way so you can get the true ending. And that's it. The rest of it is just explore, figure it out, and see where you end up. And eventually you'll get access to the final door. Because the final boss is in the centermost room. You see that square that we've gone around with in both castles? In that square is where the final boss is. If you enter it in Castle A, you get the bad ending no matter what. You need to enter it in Castle B and pick up a particular item that an optional boss that's only in Castle B has. Which you might not think to do, but if you're exploring everything, you should at least stumble into that boss and maybe like catch on. But here's what I mean. There was a wall over here we couldn't break open, right? We need to lure this enemy over here. He'll come over. And bang him into the wall. And that will break both walls. That will break this wall and the Castle A variant of the wall. So now this is open to us, and we can drop down and enter that area from the other side. I don't know how far we can go with this, but we can check it out at least. Because now we're at that point where it's like, just pick a direction and explore. That's kind of the approach here. It super opens up, and it can be a little overwhelming, but you just gotta run around and feel it out. That's all I can say. Just run around and figure it out. Here's a shop location, but we can't have it right now. I don't know I think that one says in wrong map. I think he's in Castle A. Because the merchant will alternate between the two as well. And this is a save room. Oh, I know this one. This is a race. You've got to race the ball to the other side. I think we're ahead of it now. Hope we're still ahead of it. Well, we'll find out when we get to the end. Yeah, and then it blocks off this. So now you can get this and get the healing mail and the heart choker. Healing mail. When standing still, you regen health. And the heart choker, I believe, is increases the appearance rate of big hearts. But there's the ball. So that's how much time you have to get there. And that's your race. But there's another reason we want to check out here anyway. There's a room in the bottom left. But that's a nice little, there's a different thing to have to worry about. It's not just... Look how big this room is as well, by the way. It's not just, just explore. They have puzzles in the environment here, there, and everywhere, and little things you can do. It's what makes this game so interesting and so fun to run around in. Despite some of my problems with it, like I said, this game is great. It's just... You got the first act can feel a little disconcerting and a little disorientating at some points. Something else here. We picked up the furniture pieces. GTFO. Oh, that's it for this room. So we just need to leave now. And also, it's a lot tighter if you're not like dash spamming. That's basically what you're doing. You cancel a dash into another dash, so you're constantly moving at an insane speed. I'll just go this way because I think it'll be quicker. Okay, it is just leave. Okay, there's nothing else here. But you can see on the map, actually, when you've got both castles lit up at once, dark blue is Castle A, green is Castle B, the light blue is both. So if you're going for like genuine 100%, like completely clear out the entire castle, every square needs to be light blue. You need to find every room and every version of the room in every variant, in both variants. which is part of the reason why this is like the only Castlevania I've never got 200% on. Because I like when I finished it on my main file and cleared everything out, I had like 199%. And I was like, well, I've missed a room somewhere. I'm good. This game's big enough as is. The last thing I want to do is like hunt down a pixel when there's no achievement or trophy for it in this game. Oh, there's something down here. Damn. I wish I could get crits all the time. That was beautiful. Oh, here's a boss door. This was, no, this wasn't a boss. This wasn't a boss on the other one. This is a different boss room. I was going to say, was this Giant Merman? But no, Giant Merman's down below. So this is a unique boss. This is a different boss room. Oh, this is Giant Eye, isn't it? You killed his Peeping Eye and then a giant one replaces it. Yeah, there it is. Peeping Big! And, have you already noticed the problem with this boss? Have you already noticed the problem with this boss? Because this game has so many goddamn bosses, not all of them are made equal. Some of them are genuinely tough, not all of them. Some of them are a goddamn joke. And, resume position. And then he's dead. Yeah, they had fun with the names in this game. Fucking with it, like Max Slimer and then Peeping Big. They had fun. But you see what I mean? Like, that boss was pathetic. You wouldn't get a boss like that in Circle. Because I think it's sort of free life up game. You know, that's such, you just sit there and you go, what? Why is that a boss? Why isn't that just a normal enemy? That was a joke. Oh, another elixir, thank you. Wind cloak. Is that just wind resistance as well then, I assume? High resistance to wind. Yeah, okay, so that's an elemental themed one. Oh, it's the luck though. The defense is nice, but it's the luck. I want more loot. I'm a lootaholic, I can't help it. I'll be worse in Aria because enemies have souls. Every enemy has a soul they can drop that can give me more magic, so I want luck like a fucking addict. I'll say that hard mode boosts the rate of souls being dropped, so it won't be that bad anyway, but at least I hope it won't be. Ooh, the Kaiser Knuckles. It's not a relic, is it? That is actually a... Oh, whoops, don't want to turn that off. That's for this, right? Then? It was said that the Knuckles brand was once used by emperors. It boosts your attack a little bit, but lowers your defense. I am good. We're doing fine on damage. So I think we're doing fine as a whole with stats across the board, at least right now. And yeah, these are Arabakis. You might recognize them from Persona, but, you know. Good old mythology. Games that reference mythology, you end up noticing them in other games. I don't think the dark rooms are dark again in this, so I might go take the lower road. I think there is a boss over here though, so I just want to check that, but I want to take the lower road as a whole. Ooh, mana prism, no matter if I do. Yeah, there is a boss here. Oh, it's Saint Legion. There's 2 Legion fights in this game. This is Saint Legion. There's not so Saint Legion in the other one as well, which is in like the opposite corner of the map for the record. Oh, right, I wasn't even paying attention to my hearts. Whoops. And because of the open-ended nature of where you can go now, some of the bosses are easier because they don't know if you go to that one. They don't know if you've gone to that one first, sort of thing. So they have to be a bit more balanced around it and consider what direction you could have ended up, what order you end up encountering them. Look, also look how many items are in this area according to the map. 3 furnitures and an important loot item. Now we're going to leave and go all the way around. So I want to explore more. Something down there. And for the record, this is probably the biggest reason why like this game will end up being several streams, because it's just one of those games where I just pick a direction and walk, you know? I just pick a direction and see where it takes me. Ooh, how do we get you? We have to break something underneath, I think. We have to keep that in mind. I think we have to break something underneath to get that lower. And I think that's something we want anyway. I don't think that's the platinum tip, but I think that is something we're going to want. What's this? Oh, big mana prism. Oh boy, full magic restore then. I'll keep axe. And some high potions. God, they're being very generous with items now. Yeah, you're not that threatening just because you've got armor on, Flea Man. You're still just a Flea Man. So I think over here, if we circle round, there'll be something we can break. Oh god. The disc is still active. If there's a disc armor and they activate anything before they die, assume it's still active, because most of the time it is and can still hurt you. Yeah, you can hit this and knock it down so we can go get that tip. Yeah, make sure you can now hear machines moving above. Yeah, now let's move and go back all the way around to go get it. Men thinking they are a threat. Yeah, have this. Okay, we're close. Oh, this is crushing stone. We need this. Yeah, because you can break walls with it. We lose some of the elemental attack damage, unfortunately, but that will break some walls. So we've got even more of the map available to us now. We lose our spin whip, but that's not the end of the world. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Actually, no, I'll equip an actual elemental one on. Sure, let's use wind, since we haven't used that for a bit. And it's just when we get to a wall, I'll swap it back out. But yeah, that's necessary. You're going to need that to open up the map and get around more. So that it was worth the detour to get that. I thought that might have been the platinum tip, which is just a huge damage boost, but no, that's later on. Oh my god, get out of here. I get it, I killed your boss, I guess, in the other castle. But that was the other castle. You guys aren't supposed to know about that. Jeez, get me out of there. Oh, the cross is in this castle as well. Okay, the cross is universal. Let's get this save room. Wish the elemental stones had cool visual effects like in Circle. Yeah, that would be nice, but unfortunately no. I think that's just the nature of them, because they had Circle a different development team. They didn't necessarily exchange every note. Ooh, life up, thank you. You're just gonna give that out? What I try to do is do as much exploring as I can get away with in one castle before I entertain switching back to the other. So I'm going to try and stay in Castle B for as long as I can get away with. And then once it feels like we've done everything, then I will go transition back up to A. Because I think where we're aiming for is actually right at the top of the castle right now. I think now the trick has been unveiled to us, it will let us explore a lot more. Like, it will let us go through some of the magic doors that were locked before. Well, I mean, I know it lets us explore more, but you know what I mean. Where even am I? Okay. And this has got the fake wall in the end, so we'll go get that again. And this gives us a life up. It's like, no, you already got a really cool thing in the last time you came through here. We're not giving you something else super cool. You can have your life up and go away. I don't think you need to get all the Vlad pieces to get the true ending for the record. I think it's only getting both bracelets, which so you start with one of them, so it's only one. This is one of the walls I was talking about. If I swap stone... you can break this and get through. So now we can transition back into this place in Castle B from the other side. Not that we can go up here because we need something we don't have, but there's a transitional point. You can break through there to get that. And we picked up a unique item for our troubles. So let's go back to... screw it, I'll go blue for a bit. Where's... oh, we're on it. Increases the strength of the book. So you have Bible, you get more out of it. And we've seen a few of those walls, so, you know, there's reason to go explore and see what you can find. Like, there was actually one near the entrance in Castle A, in the entrance hall. There was actually one, like, straight below us. I wouldn't recommend going there now, because that's kind of later on. And I think there's other things that will stop you. Like, I think there's a rainbow door and a really, really high cliff as well that will stop you from going through too far down there. Because that location is near endgame. They don't expect you to go there anytime soon. So I know I keep on double checking the map. I'm just making sure I'm going the right way. My priority is to head right up top now. We've done a lot of work clearing this out, so it's just heading right up top and seeing where it takes us from there. Obviously, clear this out because there's probably something on the end. There's all these enemies. Oh, another elixir. Damn, they're giving these out like candy. I think that's our third. Sure, I'll take the fist. Mix it up a bit. I know I always default back to the axe, but, you know, I like to mess around with him every now and then. What was Fire Fist again? Oh, it was this. Okay, got it. The great area of effect one. The Melty Zombie supposed to stupid good for GBA. Yeah, it's that graphics chip enhancement. Also, this game is visually stunning for a GBA title. What they got away with it, even if at the expense of the sound chip, is worth like commending, you know? It's going to be more aggressive than I thought it'd be. You have to run past it before the game even acknowledges that the skeleton's there. And these skeletons are just giving themselves loads of bad luck. Is this one already broken? Yeah, it is. But this was the pitch black room. This was like the room that you had to, well, was expected to have the night goggles in. Oh, that's an end of the road. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm not as high up as I thought I was. I thought I was here. Because I think if I swap to the crushing stone, that wall can be broken. Yeah. It's the same for both castles. But this gets us the Heart of Vlad. Which... the heart... makes it so we're immune to being petrified. We can't be turned to stone anymore. Do they fully explode? Yeah, they do. Sure, I could put ice back on. As in, there's something there in Castle A as well, so at some point we'll have to come get it. When we're doing our cleanup... oh, whoops, wrong button. Oh, that's the thing. On this menu, actually. On this menu, it specifies whether you're in Castle A or B. You see, it says Skywalkway B. So if you're using the advances like save stating and whatnot, you have a little bit more clarity on where you are. Just in case you get confuddled. Oh, he's charging up, so he's gonna... yep. Yeah, this arm is full on explode. They might not be as creative as death animations as there were in Symphony, because, you know, there's only so much sprite they can use. But there is certainly some creative ones in there, which I'll go this way first, because it needs to loot, or potentially loot. And this is the other side of the boss door. Yeah. Oh, a bed! Oh, a king-size bed. So I'm guessing the other side's going to be queen-size or something then. Since this is where the two candelabrums were in the last... oh no, it's a heart upgrade, never mind. They're not that repetitive with the furniture pieces. They are prepared to diversify a little bit. Oh, nice. What level are we anyway? 26. Okay, we are creeping up in levels quite quick then. There's a furniture in this area too. Only one, but we have to keep an eye out. I like that sometimes in the lightning flashes there are monsters. Like sometimes there aren't, sometimes there are. That's a nice detail. There's a spookums there. Oh jeez. Don't charge up. Just do your normal thing. There's not much headroom. Oh god. I didn't even register he was charging up until way too late. Hey, do you mind? Can I just get up here, please? Ow, what did I get doubled up there? Do I have any... Oh, I do have a high potion, good. There's the other one. So yeah, I know there's another one over here somewhere as a motorbike passes by. Thanks, Mondo. To get physical again. There we go. What's this hint card for? Hint card 6. Okay. Please be helpful. Oh, whoops. As I put my controller down for a sec. Red book and dagger share in secret. You have to use the red book and a dagger to unlock something. Okay, let's get a dagger then. Oh, the health upgrade. Oh, hang on. I think I know what it is. There's a reason why they give you that hint card there. It's how you open that door, I believe. So we need to go find a dagger. Ow. I think that's how you open that door. I think you need to hit it with red dagger. Alright, let's go try and find a dag quick. So I think that is the way we need to go, so we need to go find it. So did we? I don't think we did. I think it is in another room. Okay, let's go elsewhere. Shall I use that other high potion? Yep, thank you. Time to scavenger hunt for a bit. Because it's not that they're random, it is, they're at preset candles, all the sub-weapons. So you just have to find one that is a dagger candle. Which I'm hoping won't be too far from where you need it, otherwise that'd be kind of annoying. Kind of like how in Symphony, the stopwatch isn't too far away from where you need to use it. You watch, it's gonna be like, dude, it's gonna take us forever now to find this thing. We're gonna be at it for ages. Let's go explore this area. Then, let's go explore over here then, whilst we do this. Whilst we hope we get a dagger along the way, so at least we're doing something different. You have to actually fully charge it. I was wanting to see if I could be cheeky about it. Boss? What's over here? I mean, I'll go check it out. Oh, is this the evil Maxim fight?
Oh, I see you are still alive.
Maxim? No, you're not Maxim.
Ah, you're onto me.
What the hell are you?
I am myself. Just not the me that you knew in the past. This man's suppressed desires, coupled with his possessions of Dracula's remains, give rise to a separate spirit, and the other spirit is me. I'm not sure if he's even aware of my existence.
And it was also you who kidnapped Lyde?
Of course it was my doing. She belongs to me. But he went and lost his memory and doesn't even know where she is. But he will retrieve his memory soon. When he does, she'll be all mine.
Damn you!
Sure about that? If I die, your best friend will perish with me. Ah!
Your death is at hand.
Die, vile dog.
Oh, you have to wait for him to become something we can hurt. Got it. I got a bit preemptive there. You have to wait for him to become a thing that can be hurt. When he's in this mode, he's just mwahaha, leave me alone mode. Bitch. Oh, poison moth. I think that's what that is. Poison. Oh, he's done already. There's another magic roundabout reboot series in the making. Is there really? I remember watching that when I was like 4. And I think now, if we come back here in in Castle A, that's where the bracelet will be. So now we've gone like this part of it. So when we go back to Castle A, we have to make sure to come check round here to go get it. That's fierce. I need the dagger for that door. What's this? Blizzard rope. Okay, so the same idea but for ice. We got the wind one earlier. What? Hey, there's the dagger, so we can go get that later. Glad we found it before we reached the very end of exploring all this. Is there anywhere else to really explore here? No, okay, let's head back up then and open that door. Because I think this is what you're supposed to do to open that door. Oh, there's also furniture down here. A rocking chair, oh boy. Oh, and a jukebox or an old radio. Remind me, Juste, just keep getting up there. I wish some of the, like when the thunder strikes and you see like the monsters in the reflection, I wish every now and then one jumped out. Just to kind of keep you guessing, you know? Like, I get it could be kind of annoying in places, but I think like just once or twice, just do it. Just to keep the player guessing, keep you thinking that maybe something can come out at you. No. As much as I love the axe, I can't have it right now. I need this for the door, otherwise my journey is wasted. Right? Is that what we... Is it a different door I'm thinking of then? That's the scary faces I was talking about. Oh, right. Oh, I must be thinking of something else then. I could have sworn that was what you needed it for. I'll keep a hold of this for other doors. Where else can we go then? But now that we have the crushing stone, I mean, there is other areas we can go to, but I could have sworn this is where we went next. Okay, no, I didn't get muddled in the color. The hint did say red knife, right? Red book and the dagger share a secret. Maybe get all the fireballs. I know what you mean. I think we're out of MP anyway. I do have a mana prism. I'm not sure. Where else can we go? I mean, we can walk back to A, because there are some areas of A we didn't explore that we now can, now we've broken things. And we also need to go get the Maxim thing. Or maybe it'll work in Castle A. I'm going to keep the fire dagger on us for now, but let's go back to Castle A. Oh, I killed the thing. Is that a thing? Is Magic Roundabout that significant? I remember when I was little, but it doesn't mean I thought it was good. I just thought it existed. I thought it was just a thing, you know? I remember the film. And what do I know? I'm an old man. I'm 23. That was the most like depressing thing. I can't remember if it was which verse thing, whether it was a Rumble verse or the Warner Brothers Smash game. You know, but one of them, it asks for your age. It's like they expect it to be kids playing, so it goes from like 12, and then after 22, instead of saying 23, it just says 23 or over. And I'm like, man, they really think gamers are just that's as old as you get. Fuck. Okay. I do want to love tap this save room. Well, I don't know if it was Rumbleverse or Multiverses. That was the name I was thinking of. But one of them, like, it asks your age when you go to sign up, or you go to start on it. And the highest it goes is 23. After that, it says above. And I was just like, wow, okay, they think we're that old. Oh, I picked up 2 of these? Oh, what? So I might as well put one on. Game is 23 and above simply do not exist. Yeah, that's what it feels like. That's why I make the joke of saying I'm like an old man, because it's like it feels like the gaming industry is already treating me as such, and I'm like, oh, please, I know I have back pains, but I'm not old. That happened at work once. There was like a bunch of, like, not newish staff, but it was like there's a bunch of staff around. We was just kind of hanging around talking, and like one of them complained about like saying, oh, they're getting too old for this, and they were 19, and like it just led to a discussion after like kind of joking about it for a bit about all our ages, and eventually one of them, without hesitation, like a fucking knife to the gut, just went, Robert, you're the oldest. I was like, alright. You're the oldest of us here. You're the oldest member of staff in the building. I was like, shut up. Because even the manager was 22, and I was just like, shut the fuck up. I'm not old. Okay, we need to go back to the warp, so we need to go all the way to the right and then up. Bronze and Dongle from the Magic Man, but was in Smash Bros. Ultimate as fighters rather than assist trophies. They were assist trophies? I don't remember that. I don't remember them being in it at all. Did you just like, Benny, did you just like grow up with Magic Roundabout? Is that why you're so interested in it right now? Is that what I'm getting from this? Yeah, stop. Yeah, it wasn't. It was like, she said it like. I know she didn't mean it of any like viciousness, but it just kind of hit me, and I was like, I'm not old. Shut up. She was like, you're the oldest in the building, Rob. I was like, I still feel young and immature. It feels like the 20s just feel like you're teens 2.0, because you still have no idea what you're doing with your life. You're still figuring things out as you go. Just now you don't have a school to fall back on when you have literally no idea what to do. I'm still trying to figure out where I stand and what I'm doing with my life. But I'm enjoying the journey of figuring it out. But let's go back to A and see what we can open up now. Whether it's the wall we broke down south of us or just elsewhere. So we go past Max Slimer's room. Is it this one? No, one more lower. That's the save room. I do need to go get break open that wall again in this car. That one that was in the other save room, now that I even think about it. So I think this wall will be gone. Yeah, it's gone, because we broke it in the other one. So you can now go explore here proper. So I'm going to keep the fire knife on us for a while, because I think, just in case I find the door, it opens. Shop's not here. It's been a while since we've had a shop. We seem to be getting quite unlucky with where he is. Because he does move around. Benny. My guy. What is it with you and Magic Roundabout? Answer me. Why do you want Castlevania and Magic Roundabout to crossover so badly? It's crossover ideas. I get it, dude. I get it, dude. But there's, you know what I mean? Like you got a one-track mind, my guy. I think I'd be open to crossovers in general. Crossovers are always cool because it's just... Oh, I might not make it in time. Ah, damn it. I shouldn't have stopped for the guy. And I think I need that because that's a furniture piece. Okay. Oh, and I definitely want that. Okay, let's give this another go. I shouldn't have stopped for the skull, guys. I would have made that. I need to be super on the ball for it, this one. No, 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 no. I'm gonna lose the race if I let myself get stopped. Fuck off, guys, please. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a much tighter, more difficult race. We did, Richter Belmont and Dracula appeared in an SMG4 video called Super Mario Arcade. Yeah, that sounds about right. And I think we just got the yellow book. Yes. So now we can do other things. Look at that. That's why you wanted to do it, because you get the new elemental book. And it will come down later on. But let's go this way, because I think there's a secret in the corner. Yeah, I can see it from here. Is it here? Yes. I knew there's a secret here. A roundabout. And this is 2 for Fang of Drac. What does the Fang of Drac do? That's the spellbook. Defense. Ooh. Because we've already got enough of that. Oh, right. You can't use this because you have the lower ledge. You have to drop out from here. Something. Oh, okay, you have to jump up, got it, and then you can, then you give yourself room to go through. So okay, we weren't stuck. We just had to figure it out. Oh, you guys gonna make me go all the way around? Fucking god dang it. It's so dickish that they put these Arabakis here, there, and everywhere just solely to make something else try and stop you. Just so they can try and bonk you around. So mean. Guys, is there anything in this corner? Just very quick. No, of course not. Unused item in this game. there isn't an unused item in this game. You're letting yourself get carried away again, Benny. I'm not gonna stop you. I know you're having fun and whatnot, but please, for the love of God, try and keep it somewhat sensible. I don't want to have to mute you. I'm all here for fun and games and everything, but 99% of the comments that you've left, Benny, have been not much. You haven't contributed to the conversation much, my dude. You know, you're just kind of fixated on Magic Roundabout. I'm here for Castlevania. I don't mind the topic deterring away from it, because it's always good to have conversation, but please help me. Help me help you if you want to have a conversation. That save room over here, and also try and get that ring from Maxim in that room, because I think that's the room we can get it. Okay. Just a timeout, Benny. I've given you your warning, and you've contributed nothing to the conversation, and it's starting to get annoying. Alright, let's go get this, just in case, because I think it's the ring now. I don't think you have to go around and go, because if it's not here, it's in the central block, on the left-hand side. But I don't think so. I think you have to, I think it's just if you come back over here, well, once you defeat the Shadow Maxim, which is what I'm calling him now. Aha! Juste! Maxim, it's really you this time, right? So I see you've run into my other self. Yeah. I see. I was nearly taken over by him. Dracula's strength was so overwhelming. Don't say that. You must stay strong. Listen to me. When he brought light into this place, he hid her in a castle forged from the fabric of my mind. By losing my memory, I protected her, but I think I've reached my limit. She's in the Lord's room. With this bracelet, you can gain entrance as well. I can't just leave you lying here like this. You must! You can't let him get a hold of Light. I got it. Once I save Light, I promise I'll come back for you. Go now. It's up to you. Alright, Maxim, whatever his last name, MK's bracelet. We now have access to the true ending. In Castle B, the Lord's Chamber of Castle B, which isn't up top for the record, it's like that central room. There is a throne room, but it's not the same as the Lord's Chamber. If we go up there in B Castle and have both that ring and our ring equipped, we can gain access to the true final boss. Oh, dang it. Can't wait until we get immunity to poison. That'd be nice. I'm going to head up and check that door, because I want to see if we can do something with the fire cross in this. I also want to Because I might have just been using it wrong. So I also kind of want to check a few things once we get there, just to see if there's, like, if I did just get it wrong and there was an easier way to open the door that I could have taken. I mean, it was worth the detour anyway, because now we've got that ring, but still. And if it's still wrong, then fuck, I don't know. Oh, that's the time already. Damn, I didn't even. I was like, oh, I'll stream for a little bit more. I don't think I've been streaming that long. It's already like 1:45 in the afternoon. Oh, jeez. There are two bosses relatively close to each other, so I think if we can get to them and take them down, that would be a good wrap-up point. So we would have done about half-ish of the game in one stream then. Getting that axes there. Okay, so that doesn't do anything. My other idea is just hold left. So it's locked with a magic spell. We're out of magic to do it again, damn it. Am I too close to it? Do I need to actually, like, have it hit the door? No. Alright, I'm open to ideas because I'm not sure what I'm missing. Unless I'm using the wrong book, hang on. Oh, I'm out of magic again. I feel I could just look it up. It's probably something obvious. Let me just do that actually. Let me just quickly look it up. What's the deal with the door? Harmony of... Just give me a second. I'm just going to look it up. Just save the hassle. Oh, okay. I'm really overthinking it. Got it. Got it. I was really overthinking it. Held Maxim's bracelet above your head. We had to come this way. I need to swap to the tip as well. We had to go this route because we had to go get MK's bracelet, so that works out. And let me put my luck back on. Wherever that is. Which is luckier, the ring. The ring by a long shot, okay. To do with the hint card for? Probably something else, I imagine. But I'm still going to keep it for a while. Oh, I know what this is. This we can't break for a while. Is this going to teach you about the if you hold down, you can warp? I think this is what it's going to teach you about. If you hold down, you can alternate the warp rooms instead of up. Hang on. Yeah. If you hold down at round gates, you can warp between them instead of taking them where they want to take you. I'll show you. Like, if you just press up on it, let's see where it takes us if I press up. Okay, so this puts us in Castle B. Yeah, we're in Castle B. But if I press down on it, it's dropped us in a previous warp room. It's dropped us over here. See? So let's open this door from the other side so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay, it's auto unlocked. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so we can't open that yet. Let's change back to Castle 8. So I imagine that other hint card is for something else. It's just not now. What's this, boss? Oh my, hello. Pazuzu. Aha, you can't land on me from here. Let me put you on. Sure. Oh, I can make myself temporarily invincible. Sure, let's show this off. Okay, it doesn't last much at all, but still. Well, look at this guy, like, just standing over us like that. Damn. He's like stunting on us. Ooh, let's just pop an elixir. Yeah, because I would have died. I mean, look how much damage I just took trying to get all my health back. That's an elixir supposed to be a full heal. There we go. Probably didn't need to use the other elixir, but oh well. Lied! Juste! Is it really you, Juste?
Are you alright? Are you injured?
I'm fine. Maxim had me tucked away safely here.
Oh, I see.
Didn't he come with you?
Maxim's waiting for us outside, I think.
Hey, what happened to the person that brought me to this place?
You mean that you don't know who it was that kidnapped you?
Until Maxim came to my rescue, I was blindfolded.
I see. Okay, let's try and get out of this place.
Yes, let's go.
So this is where you've been hiding. He too is a bold man.
Ah, no!
Lied!
I shall have this maiden for myself.
No, just save me!
Damn! Let's hurry after them.
Next save point I'll wrap up, so I think that's a good wrap up point. I know there's a double up boss. Actually, I think I know where that boss is. We might go do him quick, but we're close-ish to wrapping up. And this, when you hit this button, it unlocks it for both castles. In Castle B, this is locked off. Speaking of, I should go check this little spot for in Castle B quickly before I proceed onwards. Big skeleton and mystical robe. What do? Are you just a big magic boost? Yeah, you're just a big magic boost. Okay. Yeah, because there's no button here. It would just be blocked off if you took it this way. Oh, and the save room's right here. Oh. Well, I wasn't expecting it to be this soon, so I'll continue a little bit, just for the sake of, I was expecting it to be on the other side of a particular boss. Or near enough to another boss, so I'll continue for a little bit, just for the next boss. It's not that I'm addicted to this game, I swear. To be fair, and I think what helps is because it's not my first rodeo with this game, and yeah, I'll keep the dagger with me just for a bit longer. And now, like, you know, I've had a few playthroughs and whatnot, but I'm enjoying this playthrough a hell of a lot more than I enjoyed my playthroughs when I was younger. I said before that I learned to appreciate this game a hell of a lot more. Okay, even numbered hearts. You can see there's the trick. So if you pick up a heart, that shop will be open, which I actually want. I'd like to go visit the shop. Actually, I can just. There we go. Now let's go back, and the shop should be open. Ta-da! So we meet again. Glad to know you well. What can I do you for? Fucking t-shirt. Bit on the casual side, but looks fashionable on some. God, that's so expensive for armor that's worse than what we've got. Increases the strength of cross. And you don't really have anything good. I guess we'll just. Oh, whoops. We'll do that so we're stocked up on potions. We're good on that. We're good on that. Everything else isn't particularly great, man. Oh, we've got some gems I think I can sell you. Oh, we've got a turquoise. Is that it? That's it. Okay. Bye, dude. At least we're stocked up on potions. But I think the next boss that I'm thinking of is below us and then to the right. And I think it's one of the bosses where there's a... Oh, you have to wait. Yeah, there we go. It's one of the bosses where there's a boss in both variants of the castle in that room. Where is it? Maybe down us and to the right? I know it's in this area. That's why I want to get it now. I know it's in this area. I know we're close to it. Yeah, here it is. And there's two variants. This boss is in the other area as well. And does very little damage. I can't just tanking through it. This guy's doing no damage to us. Yeah, goodbye. Health and ooh, the wind book. Look at this! Look at this! Look at this fucking this magic spell. I love this one. Such a fucking brilliant spell. Look at this. It just keeps on going. Okay. We're going to use it for a while. Probably in the next stream. Such a stupid fucking spell. I love it. Oh, and the save room's right here. I mean, I guess I could go to back up to that warp room and, you know, go back to Castle A and fight the variant of that boss here. Instead of wrapping up at the save I said, I guess we can. I'm not addicted, I promise. Let's go. I'll wrap up. We'll do the other variant of this boss and then we'll wrap. And I promise I will wrap. So I do need to actually get ready soonish because I've got work this evening. Oh, there's a pixel we haven't got in that corner. Oh, it's gonna bother me. God dang it. So I'm not going for 100% map completion, but that pixel's going to bother me, so I'd rather just get it. There, satisfied game. And there's nothing else over here. There's just... Okay, let's go. And there's still a furniture piece around here somewhere. I'll have to worry about that in the next stream. So to Castle A, and then we'll go down and fight the other variant of the boss. So there's 2 furnitures in this variant of the castle. Sure, just in case it's a harder boss than the last one we just wrecked. So there's a save room just opposite. Ow, ow. You're not going to sell anything different in this version of the shop, are you? No. Actually, you do sell some better stuff. It only gives us 1 extra point, only gives us 2. That gives us a fair bit, but not enough to justify that money. It's the strength of the fist. Nah, I'm good. Bye, merchant. Pixel clean up bothering me again. Selling high... Oh, I didn't even spot that. Oh, hang on. Was he? Was he selling high potions? Oh shit, he was! Good eye! I didn't even spot that. Good eye! I didn't even... Jeez. Absolutely burned all my money on that. That was... damn! I would have just carried on. Oh, okay. I think it's a furniture. It's a painting, right? Yeah, castle drawing. Yeah, thanks, Sans. That really like takes out some of like the busy work I was worried I was gonna have to do. Alright, let's go fight this other variant. Which is like Minotaur version 2, I think it's called. Yeah, literally, Minotaur level 2. Get fucked! Get fucked! This spell is insane with a grounded enemy. I love this. Get fucked! Look at this, it can't do anything. It's doing far less damage, but it doesn't matter. Look at this. This dumb shit. Oh, this guy hurts a lot more though. Yeah. Oh, I wish I had more magic potions. Get fucked! Yeah, this is just stun locks him in a corner. It's hilarious. And he's dead. Now it's level 2, huh? I know he did more damage, but I kind of like bullied him harder than the level 1 variant. Just because of the get fucked knives. Steel tip. Oh, okay, this is what I wanted. it increases the hitbox on your weapon. So it's got a slightly bigger hitbox and it ups the damage. You lose elemental properties out of it, but bigger hitbox and extra damage, you know, you might. It's kind of rude not to. But I'm going to save at this one, and now, yes, I am going to wrap up. So, next time, we'll continue working our way down, but we're going to continue down in Castle A, which is the castle we're in, yeah, to explore all that lower area now we're in A, since, you know, we didn't in B. And then once we've cleared all that out, we'll transition to B and explore all of the entrance areas in that variant to clear it out. And then after that, we should be good to just push for the final boss. You get through this game pretty damn quick when you know where you're going. So we should probably be done in the next stream. But that being said, as always, thank you so much for watching. This was a stupid fucking stream in places, but I had fun. And it kind of, I hope I showed, despite this game's problems, why I have so much fun with it. Like, even if it bugs me in places. Even if I think, like, the GBA trilogy, it's probably, like, arguably the weakest one. There is a hell of a lot of charm and charisma and fun fucking moments that this game just has. And we'll see more of it. So I'm taking tomorrow off. So we'll be back Thursday, but I don't know if I'm going to stream more of this, because that was going to be a Blue Reflection day, but obviously we finished that game yesterday. So I might stream something else, but I might stream this. I'm undecided. I'll get to that when I get to Thursday. But until then, you all take care now.